John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our company.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Join the team and take on your legacy. Since 1862, the South Dakota Army National Guard has been ready to defend our freedom and our way of life. When our nation calls, we are there to help our friends, neighbors, and communities in the event of forest fires, floods, tornadoes, and severe winter storms right here in South Dakota. Now we want you to write the next chapter in our rich history of the South Dakota Army National Guard. Visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or nationalguard.com/SD.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
It's a new year and a new you. Whether you're looking to finance a new vehicle or refinance your current one, Owyhee Federal Credit Union has the best rates in town. With rates starting at 2.25% APR, there's no reason not to check us out. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and see what the ladies at Owyhee Federal Credit Union can do for you.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
If you're hunting for a great deal on your next ride, get into Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. We're locked and loaded on all of our new and used inventory, like this 2018 Toyota Highlander, only $28,495. Looking for low price reliability? Try a 2011 Honda Accord for only $6,995. Who wants a loaded up truck? We have a 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ for only $17,995. Get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 518 East Sioux Avenue. Call 605-224-7378 and visit gatewayflt.com.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Guffs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Grossenberg Implement, your family-owned John Deere dealer, has a deal for you. This week only, you can save 8% on all-round baler belts. Yes, stop into any Grossenberg Implement location in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming this week and save 8% on all-round baler belts to ensure your baler is ready to go for the upcoming haying season. Grossenberg Implement, servicing your growing needs since 1937.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Keenholz wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pite's Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pite's Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Scott Darnell with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Pierre, with a record of 2-3, has an enormous challenge today. The defending AA state champion Washington Warriors at the Riggs High Gym. Hi, everyone, and Happy New Year. I'm David Burrow. Thank you for being with us. Our studio coordinator is Trinity Pearson. And, of course, you're able to watch this game at the KGFX page, at the DRG News app, and at drgnews.com, brought to you in part by Bauman Lumber. It was 47-46 on Tuesday night in Sioux Falls against the Lincoln Patriots. Another big night for Remy Price. 19, and the last of the 4 threes she hit was with just under a minute and a half left to bring the Governors from 9 down to 1 up. They held Washington off the board for over 5.5 minutes. But Mariah Syme on the next possession for Lincoln, I should say, Lincoln, not Washington. Syme then drove all the way on a one-person fast break and scored what turned out to be the winning points. Pierre was in a bind because they were behind and had only one team foul, and then when Lincoln had the ball with under 30 seconds left, the Governors had to keep fouling to try to put Lincoln on the line, but there just was not enough time to do it. So the Governors have to rebound from that, and they better be ready to rebound from that, because today they're playing the team that is right now setting the standard in AA girls basketball, the Washington Warriors. Long, athletic, and excellent shooting team. They shoot nearly 48% from the floor. They shoot nearly 38% of their threes, and they have who may be the best girls high school basketball player, not only in South Dakota, but maybe for some states around. Jackalinga Wenentonda, the 6'2 wing player, is very versatile. As the Governors saw when they played Sioux Falls and Washington last year, not only can she do well inside, but shoots threes. In fact, shoots threes at a very good clip so far this season. How about 56% on 10 of 18? This isn't a team that thrives in three-pointers, but Wenentonda, who averaged 19 points a game last year as Washington won the state title, is averaging 18.6 this year. But she's not all they have. They have sisters inside in the post that do the job, Brooklyn and Hannah Harp. And Brooklyn is an excellent player, too, at 15 points and over 6.5 rebounds a game. This is what the Governors must face today against a team that is taller and a team that does like to press. Washington is 5-0. They were held on Thursday night at home against Aberdeen Central, 21 points under their average, but still beat the Gold Eagles 54-27 and held Aberdeen Central to 7 points in the second half. Do you remember what happened last year between the Governors and Washington? I don't think the Governors want to remember, but for the sake of telling the story, we must tell you it was 70-20 for Washington that night. Wenentonda had a big game with 21. She had a couple of threes. Sydney Shedden, who's now at the University of Louisville, playing both volleyball and basketball, had 11 points and 9 rebounds that night. And Brielle Beitler, who was a senior last season, had 10. Price had a couple of threes for 6 that night. The Governors certainly don't want to see anything like that happen on their home floor today. They know the challenge that's awaiting them as they take on the Washington Warriors. This is our Becky Potts of a State Farm pre-game show. Becky Potts of a State Farm Insurance in Pierre and Gregory. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being part of the team. They remind you to buckle up every trip, every time. On our Becky Potts of a State Farm pregame show, we'll take a look around AA basketball, girls and boys, including update you on the Governors are doing in Sioux Falls against Washington today. Our keys to success, you'll hear from both head coaches, lineups along the court, and a lot more as we continue. And we'll keep it going here on the Becky Potts of a State Farm pregame when we return to the Riggs High Gym in 3 minutes on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. And that's why the team at Pottsville State Farm Insurance are here to help you go for 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home and auto. Just another way they're here to help life go right. Call Pottsville State Farm Insurance at 224-4173 today.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School Sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play. Happy New Year from everyone at Beck Motor Company in Pierre. New year with new deals. Get 4 free oil changes with your 4-tire purchase. A $200 value. $15 off Duramax diesel fuel filters. Only $35 for a hand wash and vacuum. Enjoy $15 off a light detail. See all our specials at beck-motors.com. Call us at 605-224-5912. Beck Motor Company, Pierre.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram. Hey, DQ fans, when was the last time you ordered the crispy classic chicken strips or the juicy rotisserie-style chicken bites? Both baskets are sumptuous, tender, and paired with Texas toast and golden French fries. With options this good, either choice is the perfect choice. Enjoy your favorite chicken basket today at DQ. Happy tastes good. There's one place to watch Pierre Governors sports online, and that's liveticket.tv. Go Govs Live is where you can find Pierre Governors sports online. And the folks at Live Ticket thank all of the sponsors that help make sure that it's all brought to you for free. And if you'd like to sponsor Pierre Governors sports, just call Live Ticket at 833-605-LIVE. That's 833-605-LIVE. Pierre Governors sports. Watch them online with Live Tickets. Pierre Governors, Washington Warriors set to meet this afternoon in girls basketball action. Pierre at 2-3, Washington at 5-0. And let's begin our look around girls high school basketball. Catching you up on AA results from this week. First on Tuesday, besides the Governors lost to Lincoln, O'Gorman ranked third all over Brookings 72-33. Watertown continued their great start, improving to 5-0 for former Governor head coach Pat McClemens by beating second-ranked Brandon Valley 43-35. It was Stevens over Spearfish 62-52. Sturgis lost to Custer 53-44, and Douglas was a 50-48 winner over Todd County. On Thursday, as we mentioned, this Washington team defeated Aberdeen Central 54-27. Harrisburg went to Sioux City, Iowa, and beat Bishop Heelan 46-44. Spearfish fell to Hill City in overtime 58-54. Sturgis lost to Thomas More, St. Thomas More, that is, 49-32. In action last night, well, Brandon Valley rebounded from that loss and defeated Brookings 62-43. Watertown, we mentioned, had been 5-0. Well, they ran into the third-ranked O'Gorman Knights, and it was all O'Gorman, 61-33 last night. Sioux Falls Jefferson, don't sleep on this team. They are not bad, even though it's the first year of the program. They beat fourth-ranked Rapid City Central 41-38. Fifth-ranked Rapid City Stevens won at Sioux Falls Roosevelt 61-46. And it was Yankton outlasting Mitchell at the Corn Palace 56-53. Tough start for the Colonel girls this year. They have only one win. And how the seed point standings look at this moment, O'Gorman and Sioux Falls Washington tied for number one, and Harrisburg third. Then it's Rapid City Central, Watertown fifth, Rapid City Stevens sixth. And it's Brandon Valley and Sioux Falls Jefferson taking it to 8. Lincoln is at 9, Huron 10, the Governors are at 11, then Douglas 12, Yankton 13, Brookings is 14th, Aberdeen Central 15, Spearfish at number 16. Sioux Falls, Roosevelt, Mitchell, and Sturgis make up the last three. Watertown has already assured themselves of a winning ESD season. They've already played 5 games in the ESD, won them all. Huron is 3-1, Yankton 2-1, Brandon Valley 1-1 in the conference, Brookings 1-3, Aberdeen Central 0-2, Mitchell is at 0-4. The Governors and Harrisburg are the two teams that have not played ESD games as yet, but that's going to change. In fact, it is right now for the Tigers as they are hosting Huron this afternoon in Harrisburg, as we tell you about the Saturday afternoon scoreboard in AA girls basketball. In fact, that game's at halftime with Huron leading 20-19. Also in action today, Rapid City Central, after that loss to Jefferson last night, beat Roosevelt 56-47 today, and Rapid City Stevens was all over Jefferson and Sioux Falls. That final was 48-27. Lincoln is at Aberdeen Central this afternoon. They are through one with an 11-10 lead for the Lincoln Patriots in that game. That's what's happening in girls AA basketball. In the boys, the Pierre Governors had a rough night on Thursday night here against Sioux Falls. Lincoln losing 74-51. And it's not going any better for the Governors today. Down 36-21 to the Washington Warriors in Sioux Falls at the half. It was a 23-9 Washington advantage in the second quarter of that game after it was relatively tight, 13-12 for Washington at the end of one. But the Governors, it's happened to them Thursday night too. They hit a slump and now they're trailing. Brian Oakland, of course, has that game on River 92-7, but the Governors have a hill to climb in the second half in Sioux Falls this afternoon. And we'll tell you more about boys basketball as we get the chance later on. This is the Becky Pottsville State Farm pregame. We're at the Riggs High Gym. Girls action today between the Pierre Governors and the Washington Warriors. We have other peer events to tell you about too. We'll come back and do that when we return to the Riggs High Gym in 3 minutes on the official voice of the Pierre Governors, 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Finances, retirement, and investments can all be confusing. Even though we have access to an infinite amount of information, often there is a disconnect between what we should do and what we are actually doing. That's why at Ranke Gray Wealth Management, our team has devoted over 35 years to bringing clear advice about reaching financial independence. The information you need and how to apply it is as simple as calling Scott and I at 224-5959 or visit rankegray.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM and Ranke Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
It's pretty obvious the world is moving faster than ever, and that means my health sometimes takes a back seat. Pressing pause on life to call for an appointment, shuffle my afternoon schedule, drive across town for a doctor's appointment sometimes feels impossible. My day just got better because I'm feeling better with the help of Avera now. I can use my mobile device or computer for an online video visit that allows me to see a provider for urgent care conditions 24/7. Technology that fits my life with the quality health care of Avera. Learn how to begin at avera.org/now.
Gateway Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, and Pierre makes it easy when looking for a new vehicle. They get all available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Check out new and used specials for additional info at gatewayfordtoyota.com. Nobody, and I mean nobody, beats a Gateway deal. Gateway Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, 518 East Sioux Avenue, Pierre.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
It's the Becky Pottseva State Farm pregame show of the Riggs High Gym. Thank you for spending part of your Saturday afternoon with us. And if you haven't got any plans, come on over. Pierre Governors and the Washington Warriors this afternoon as the Governors have a test against the defending state champs. And Pierre Governor basketball on 1060, 103.1 KGFX. Brought to you by Fisher, Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate. Bankwest, Kathy Sun and Shine Properties. Dairy Queen. There might be a blizzard in my future today. Kruger Contracting, Avera, the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, First Dakota National Bank, TMA, Gators Pizza, Pasta, and Subs, or maybe that too. The Gateway Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, Bowden and Lumber, Kruger Contracting, and Lynn's Dakota Mart in here. Busy week next week for Pierre Governor Athletics. Next action for the Governor girls after today, right back here at the Riggs High Gym. Lakota Tech, the Tatanka come in. They came in here. What really was a last-minute schedule, you may remember, last season during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. We're actually really not out of it yet, of course. But anyway, Lakota Tech comes here again. They're having a good season. Tuesday night, 6:30 at the Riggs High Gym, and that coverage right here on 1060, 103.1 KGFX. And then you mentioned that Mitchell team is struggling. The Governors will head to Mitchell in girls action to play the Colonels next Friday night at the Corn Palace. Again, right here. No, not right here. That'll be on River 92.7. And we'll tell you why in just a bit. But River 92.7 on Friday night for the Governor girls action at Mitchell at 6:30. Now, the Governor boys, we told you they're struggling again today, down 36-21 at the half to Washington in Sioux Falls. And they've got another test coming up on Tuesday against a state-ranked Class A team. That's the Winter Warriors, and that'll be in Winter around 7:15 for that action on Tuesday night with Brian, and that'll be on River 92.7. And then another pretty solid club, the Mitchell Colonels. Great start for Mitchell, best they've had in a while. They come to the Riggs High Gym Thursday evening. That's on River 92.7. At 6:30, and a meeting two of the youngest head coaches anywhere, the Governors Brianna Kuzler and the Colonels Reinhard Kreuzfeld. He's going to be the old man coaching in that game. He's 25 years old. Brianna Kuzler is 23. But that's Thursday on River 92.7 at 6:30. And then wrestling action. Governors are coming off in boys wrestling, those wins in dual action on Thursday. And that was in Bismarck. They defeated Bismarck High, and they also defeated Legacy and in the Mid-Dakota Monster this weekend. But next Friday, it is a double duel for the Governor teams here at the Riggs High Gym. Huron first, and then Watertown, and of course, well, for both genders, really, but especially in boys wrestling, that'll be a big, big duel with the Arrows. 4:30 is that start time for that. Brian will be here for that on Friday, and that's right here on 1060, 103.1 KGFX. And that's why Governor Girls Basketball will be on River 92.7 on Friday. But, yeah, big wrestling action, especially with that Watertown team coming to the Riggs High Gym on Friday. And then a week from today, it's the Battler Invitational for the Governor Boys, the Harrisburg Invitational for the Governor Girls. Gymnastics had a season-high point total this past Thursday. Really performed well in their home triangular, edging Aberdeen Central, also defeating Stanley County at the Administration Building Gym. You can see all those results, at the KGFX page, at the DRG News app, and at drgnews.com. But the winning score, 137, a little over 137, best that Rebecca Feller's team has done this year. A week from today, that's what's going to be happening here at the Riggs High Gym. It is the Pierre Invitational. Start time, by the way, is 11 a.m. at the Riggs High Gym. Next Saturday, Aberdeen Central's team will be here. Also Harrisburg, Mitchell, O'Gorman, Rapid City Central, Rapid City Stevens, Sioux Falls Roosevelt, and Sioux Falls Washington. They all come to the Riggs High Gym, and that is 11 a.m. again is when that starts. So come on by, see some great gymnastics next Saturday. Now, we've mentioned Governor Girls against Lakota Tech here on KGFX on Tuesday. On Thursday, we'll have Stanley County Girls basketball, making up an earlier postponement with the Lyman Raiders. That'll be at Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierre, and that'll be around 7:30 on Thursday evening right here on KGFX. And, of course, see all these at the KGFX page at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. Then next Saturday, we're going to have more action for you. This will be from the Hanson Classic, again at the Corn Palace in Mitchell. So I get to have a little time in Mitchell, a little time at the world's only Corn Palace. That'll be fun. Saturday, those Hanson Classic pairings announced earlier today. And for Mike Ringsheim or Harrelton, who right now is at 5-2. They have a pretty good Bridgewater Emory team, who is a state-ranked team in Class B, and at the moment unbeaten. That's next Saturday. We'll have that for you around 10:15 here on 1060 103.1 KGFX. That'll be the second game in the girls' Hanson Classic. And speaking of classics, hey, I got to tell you about the Jones County Invitational. Of course, always great boys basketball. The 54th annual Jones County Invitational begins this coming Thursday. It's all, of course, at Harold Thune Auditorium in Murdo. Jones County hosts it, of course. But, there is always great action, and we'll have all of it for you here on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO is where it'll be. But it begins on Thursday. And as you know, action through the afternoon and evening. White River, Bennett County started. That's at 12:45 on Thursday, and that'll be followed by Phillip taking on Kadoka area. And then the night session on Thursday night will start at around 6:15 on Thursday evening, as it'll be Lyman meeting Cologne, and then Stanley County and Jones County taking on the host Coyotes. Of course, the Buffaloes won over Jones County in Murdo just before Christmas, so those teams will meet again in the final game. And again, the start times are 12:45 for that afternoon session, 6:15 for the night session on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO with Darren Boyle on Thursday. See it all at the KPLO page at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. Friday, the consolation games, again, afternoon session, 12:45. Semifinals begin at 6:15 on KPLO on Friday evening, and then a week from today, the 7th and 5th place games starting at 12:45, and the 3rd place and championship games beginning at 6:15 next Saturday. I had a chance to sit in for some of that Saturday action with Darren last year, and just what great fun and a neat building, the Harold Thune Auditorium in Murdo. So again, it'll all happen Saturday, starting Thursday, going through next Saturday, 94.5, 100.5 KPLO. Why are we droning on so much? These preliminary games have gone a little long today. In fact, the JV game was close all the way, came down to the last minutes, but Washington won. Now the C game is in progress with Washington well in front. But there's still only about midway through the 4th quarter, so we've still got plenty ahead for you here on the Becky Pottsville State Farm pregame, including visits with both head coaches. Jamie Parrish, a 3-time state championship head coach, now won one in Vermilion, was very young when he took that Vermilion job back in 2003, 28 years of age. Won a state title there. He's won 2, including the one this past season at Washington. And, of course, Kirk Bebout in his 2nd season as head coach of the Governors, a team that, let's see how they respond from that difficult loss to Lincoln. But still plenty ahead for you, and we'll take a look at what's going on around the sports world when we come back on the Becky Pottsville State Farm pregame show. It is the Pierre Governors and the Washington Warriors. Coming up, it's not going to start at 4, but it will get going, and we'll have it for you from the Riggs High Gym. But we'll have more for you here in our pregame in 3 minutes on the official voice of Pierre Governor basketball, 1060 103.1 KGFX.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bankwest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bankwest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bankwest. Bankwest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's one place to watch Pierre Governors sports online, and that's liveticket.tv. Go Govs Live is where you can find Pierre Governors sports online. And the folks at Live Ticket thank all of the sponsors that help make sure that it's all brought to you for free. And if you'd like to sponsor Pierre Governors sports, just call Live Ticket at 833-605-LIVE. That's 833-605-LIVE. Pierre Governors sports. Watch them online with Live Tickets.
Happy New Year from everyone at Beck Motor Company in Pierre. New year with new deals. Get 4 free oil changes with your 4-tire purchase. A $200 value. $15 off Duramax diesel fuel filters. Only $35 for a hand wash and vacuum. Enjoy $15 off a light detail. See all our specials at beck-motors.com. Call us at 605-224-5912. Beck Motor Company, Pierre.
Finances, retirement, and investments can all be confusing. Even though we have access to an infinite amount of information, often there is a disconnect between what we should do and what we are actually doing. That's why at Ranky Gray Wealth Management, our team has devoted over 35 years to bringing clear advice about reaching financial independence. The information you need and how to apply it is as simple as calling Scott and I at 224-5959 or visit rankygray.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial Member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Gateway Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, and Pierre makes it easy when looking for a new vehicle. They get all available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Check out new and used specials for additional info at gatewayfordtoyota.com. Nobody, and I mean nobody, beats a Gateway deal. Gateway Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, 518 East Sioux Avenue, Pierre.
Pierre Governors, Washington Warriors, still to come here at the Riggs High Gym. Some varsity games running a little bit longer than scheduled today. So that's why action not about to start. But it will eventually. We're in the last minute now of the C game, which Washington will win. But we're glad you're sticking with us and driven by the Office of Highway Safety, 1060 KGFX Pierre, rebroadcasting on K276 GT 103.1 FM. Fort Pierre, leave sooner, drive slower, live longer. I'm David Burrell. Trinity Pearson's our studio coordinator. And don't forget, you can watch today's action, too. It's at the KGFX page, at the DRG News app, and at drgnews.com, brought to you by Bauman Lumber. One other local sporting group of teams to tell you about, and that's Hawaii Capitals hockey. A little bit of a slide for the Capital girls as they are now winless in their last 3 after falling at home last night to Mitchell by a score of 7-3. They next play tomorrow in Huron. For the Capital boys, they're coming off a loss last Sunday. That was in Brookings, as we say, a road game. The Capital boys don't have another one of those for a long time. They have the luxury of having their next 10 games all on their home ice at the Expo Center in Fort Pierre, including this evening when they take on the Brookings Rangers. Varsity action will go at 7 this evening. Steve Steele's team is now at 7-2 and still near the top of the boys' varsity part of the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association, even after that loss last Sunday. But so you have plenty of chances to see the Capital boys. They're at home again tomorrow when they take on the Mitchell Marlins. That'll be a 4 o'clock varsity face-off at the Expo Center in Fort Pierre. The Emerald Regiment Pep Band is striking it up as the C game has ended and the varsity teams take to the floor to warm up. We're still about 15, 16 minutes away from the tip here at the Riggs High Gym. Glad you're with us for Pierre Governor Girls Basketball, the official voice of the Governors, 1060, 103.1 KGFX. We'll update you in just a moment on what the Governor boys are doing, and the news continues to not be good at all from Sioux Falls. So the Governors struggled in losing to Lincoln on this Riggs High gym floor, 74-51 on Thursday night. Well, they're trailing again today. They're through three quarters now. They were within 1 point after one, but trailed by 15 at the half, and they're trailing by 17 with the fourth quarter just starting in Sioux Falls. It's Washington 49, Pierre 32. Brian Oakland has that action for you on River 92.7. Well, what else is happening? Minnesota Vikings play one more game in what was a frustrating 2021 season. It's tomorrow against the Chicago Bears, and that'll be at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. No playoffs. First time that the Vikings missed the playoffs in back-to-back years in Mike Zimmer's 8-year tenure as head coach. Will it be his last game? Well, we don't know about that, but we know that the Vikings will want to end on a good note. 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, 94.5, 100.5 KPLO, and 100.7 KMLO. Kansas City is leading at Denver 7-0 late in the first quarter. The Chiefs need a victory and a little bit of help if they want to get back into the top seed in the AFC. That belongs to Tennessee right now. And, of course, the Titans play tomorrow. Dallas and Philadelphia is the other NFL game this evening. NBA last night, Minnesota Timberwolves routed the Oklahoma City Thunder by 30 in Oklahoma City. And in hockey, it is the Minnesota Wild finally broke that losing streak of 5-1 in nearly a month when they won in Boston on Thursday night. They're at home tonight in St. Paul as they will take on the Washington Capitals. All right, it's the Becky Possible State Farm pregame, an extended one today, but that's all right. Plenty for you and plenty still ahead for you, including our keys to success. We're here for basketball, you know, Pierre Governor girls and the Washington Warriors. We visit with the head coach of the Washington Warriors, Jamie Parrish, next, and we'll do that when we return to the Riggs High Gym in 3 minutes on the official voice of the Pierre Governors, 1060, 103.1 KGFX. Hey, DQ fans, when was the last time you ordered the crispy classic chicken strips or the juicy rotisserie-style chicken bites? Both baskets are sumptuous, tender, and paired with Texas toast and golden French fries. With options this good, either choice is the perfect choice. Enjoy your favorite chicken basket today at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building, the garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
At Avera Health Plans, we know your ag business is vital to South Dakota, and affordable health insurance is essential to running that business. As your health insurance partner, we'll help to lighten the load of managing these expenses in an uncertain market. We're dedicated to rural health care with extensive preventative care services that are good for communities. We'll work with you to create a plan that's both affordable and effective, so your employees have the coverage they need when they need it. You don't have to wait. Call your agent or get a quote at averahealthplans.com/save.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Data limits and slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home with our extreme Wi-Fi coverage. With no data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address too. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free use. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications, 605-852-2224, or online at www.venturecom.net.
It's our keys to success on the Becky Pottsville State Farm pregame at the Ringside Gym, and we begin with Jamie Parrish, the three-time state championship winning head coach, and he's won a championship last season. Of course, the defending state champion, the Washington Warriors. We'll talk about your team. You've got an excellent team, but Jacqueline Winnentown is a very special player for you. And I know that in August, she made her college choice. She's decided to go to the University of Texas. And I know that had to be so stressful. And I know you helped her out with that process with all the colleges that were coaching her. How much of a load did that take off her mind going into the fall and winter sports season?
It was huge for her to finally be able to sit back and relax. And you know, I'd never experienced that with a player before. The sheer number of people that were calling. And there was a point, it was actually during the pandemic, where I said, you know what, Jacqueline, I said, give me 10 or 15 of those guys and I'll make the calls, because otherwise she's going to call 50, 60 coaches, no thanks, and try to narrow her choices. And it was overwhelming, but it was a great day when she could sit back and knew what that was going to look like for her future.
It said a lot about her that she wanted to make sure, hey, I need to be respectful about this. These people have been nice enough to reach out to me. I want to reach out to them, but I don't want to blow them off.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, that sometimes made it more stressful, because she wanted to, I really like that guy. And I said, I know, but you're not going to school. So, the friendly thing would be to let him know so he can recruit another kid. But, yeah, she's a great young lady.
And a special player, and we'll talk about her more as this day goes along. But it's not just her. You have a team. Here, Aberdeen Central, I really tried to slow it down the other night. Held you 21 points below the average that you had. You still were able to shut them down. What is making things work so well for your team again this season?
Well, right now, defensively, we're playing really well. When we do that consistently, it lets our kids get out and transition. It lets us play faster. And then, then we don't have to worry about what defense the other team is in. In the first half at Aberdeen, they did a nice job of scoring the basketball. They got to the free throw line, and when they're putting points on the board, then they'd come down and they'd make us pass it multiple times. So we needed to adjust our defense. I know it sounds like an offensive adjustment, but it really was a defensive adjustment in the second half of that game to not let them score the ball, not let them slow the game down, so we could get up and down and be athletic.
Now, I can imagine you feel there's going to be a different sort of game today. You know that a Pierre team that has more length than they've had, has the shooter in Price, has the inside presence in Terwilliger. What about how you're going to have to defend them today?
Yeah, we're going to have to make sure that we're aggressive, that we have our hands up. A little bit off of that, I was just commenting to Bob Lowry that he's stealing money today, because there's no way that shot clock will buzz with both of our teams cranking shots up.
Well, Bob, we'll keep Bob busy one way or the other, I'm sure. But aside from all that, what's going to be your big key to success to coming down to here with a win today?
We got to take care of Price. She's an outstanding player, so we got to make sure that we don't let her get off to a hot start. And then the Pierre kids play extremely hard. We're going to have to get some of those long rebounds, loose balls. We know they're going to come after you 100 miles an hour and play hard, so we're going to have to get those 50-50 balls. We're not going to be able to sit back on our heels and watch.
Jamie Parrish, the head coach of the Washington Warriors, I thank you for your time and for your help this week. Good luck this afternoon, rest of the season. Thank you.
Hey, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
You bet. And coming up on our Becky Pottsville State Farm pregame, we'll visit with head coach Kirk Beebe of the Pierre Governors. Back with him in 2 minutes from Ringside Gym on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Gateway Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, and Pierre makes it easy when looking for a new vehicle. They get all available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Check out new and used specials for additional info at gatewayfordtoyota.com. Nobody, and I mean nobody, beats a Gateway deal. Gateway Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, 518 East Sioux Avenue, Pierre.
You have a lot of expenses to juggle as a business owner. Worrying about health insurance for your employees shouldn't be one. Avera Health Plans could save your business up to 30% on health insurance costs without compromising your employees' benefits. You get access to a large network of providers and specialists, as well as 24/7 virtual provider visits with Avera Now. Now that's a deal. We make getting a quote and switching employer plans easy. Call your agent or get a quote at averahealthplans.com/save.
At the Riggs High Gym, our Becky Possible State Farm pregame continues. So do our keys to success. Now we visit with Kurt Bebop, the Pierre Governors head coach. Gosh, it was so close. And the thing that's encouraging, the result wasn't. But you don't play a game for 2.5 weeks. You go against a team that is just playing excellent basketball right now. 3-2 doesn't say, I think, a whole lot, or 3-3 doesn't say what a good team you played the other night. And you had certainly every opportunity to win that game.
Yeah, Lincoln's a really good team. They're always going to be tough to play against. They make it really tough defensively because they don't turn the ball over and they run a lot of good stuff. And they just, they really work hard to get a good shot every time. And so it makes it tough. So for our girls to go in there and play from behind, which is not what you want to do against Lincoln, but still give yourself every opportunity to win the game, says a lot of good things. Obviously, it's really disappointing and a little heartbreaking, but you got to move on. It's amazing how 1 point, one way or another, can really change your mindset or overall outlook on things. But when you get to the point where you're even keeled one way or the other, and you take it for what it's worth and continue to get better, that's when you have the right attitude about it. So
you can read numbers any way you want, but there's one number that really stands out of what you're doing. Opponents are shooting 34% against you in the first 5 games of this season. That's a pretty good number, and I think it's very telling of the way your defense is playing.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that we still want to keep working on, too. I mean, I think we're having more and more good defensive possessions as we go, but we're still having, a few lapses here or there that we want to get cleaned up. But, I mean, they're working hard, and every day in practice, that's a big key for us is on the defensive end. So we have a lot of really good defensive players. So that's always going to keep you in games, give you an opportunity to win. Today is obviously monumental challenge as far as hitting stops. They play at a tremendous pace, and all 5 of their players, watching them play, they're all scorers, and they're all looking to score at all times, and they're just coming at you nonstop. So it's going to be a tremendous challenge for us defensively, but you go in there and next best thing every single time, try to get as many good defensive possessions as possible, and that's going to help you get better, if nothing else.
I know you remember well what happened over there last year. I mean, they came out, they scored, they pressed, they scored, they pressed. Even in opportunities when they can't make baskets, if they're going to try to press, they'll still try to. Is that the toughest thing to try to deal with them, or just generally how they play?
Oh, I mean, there's just no way to simulate the talent, length, athleticism, and pace of play. So no matter what you do in practice, I mean, they got 6 foot, 6 foot, 6'2", 6 foot on the wings, and you're trying to pass around that and trying to rebound against that. Like I said, you can't really simulate that until you're out there. So, I mean, I think that's the toughest thing. It's kind of a shock to the system when all of a sudden that's thrown at you. So, and I think that's what happened last year. Hopefully, we remember that a little bit. We can make some adjustments from that. But, I mean, they're just a supremely talented team. So, you got to stay aggressive. You can't. I think the biggest thing is, when you start getting hesitant or back away from things, that's when they really feast. So you got to stay aggressive, and same with how they like to play with 5 scorers, constantly looking to score. We got to have the same thing. You can't be out there unless you're trying to make plays.
And you led to the question I was going to ask, but maybe I know the answer. Patience, is that going to be the most important thing for your team to have a chance to win today?
Somewhat. I think being able to adjust that pace of play and being able to, make the next play without hesitancy. The ball can't stick. if we're making a pass and it's sticking on one side and we're not hitting the open person in time, that's going to be a problem. So, yeah, we want to be patient, of course, and make them work a little bit because they don't want to play defense very long because they want to play at that pace. But at the same time, we can't be turning down open looks and we can't be holding on to the ball. The ball's got to move.
Keep moving the ball.
Exactly.
Yep. Head coach Kurt Beaut of the Pierre Governors, as his team gets ready. It'll be a big test, but his team will be ready. Thank you, sir. Good luck this afternoon. We'll visit with you after the game.
All right, thanks as always.
And it's the Pierre Governors and the Washington Warriors and more of Becky Plutz of the State Farm pregame, including the starting lineups and the law on the court. Back with it from Riverside Gym in 2 minutes on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Smart grocery shopping takes a little bit of TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre is thrifty, local, and convenient. Do your grocery shopping upstairs. Spacious aisles filled with savings. Shop sporting goods in the lower level. Apparel and footwear for the entire family with brand names like Columbia, Outdoor Research, and Adidas. Hunting and fishing gear, bait and equipment, and guns. Stop by Dakota Mart Gas and save up to 20 cents per gallon every day. Thrifty, local, convenient. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre, your hometown neighborhood market.
Oahe Days used to be just another weekend in July until someone had the brilliant idea to make buffalo chip throwing a competitive sport. There used to be no banks in South Dakota until First Dakota filed the first charter in 1872. Every thriving business and tradition, including buffalo chip throwing, was started somewhere by someone who had a dream and the passion to make it happen first. What will be your South Dakota first? Visit firstdakota.com/first. Member FDIC.
10 cents off per gallon. That's right, kid. 10 cents off per gallon at the corner station in Pierre. Every time you pay with cash or check, you receive 10 cents off the posted price of gas for your vehicle. Save more by going inside the corner station and shopping specials on beverages and snacks. And when you purchase 8 gallons of gas, you earn discounts on car washes, helping you save. The corner station just above the train bridge in Pierre.
Montana-Dakota Utilities' slogan, "In the community to serve," goes beyond providing safe and reliable natural gas service. MDU and our dedicated employees are committed to the communities they serve, work, and live, just like the dedicated area students and coaches are committed to having the best season possible. Best of luck for a successful season to all area teams from Montana-Dakota Utilities, proud to sponsor the area youth.
And here are today's Montana-Dakota Utilities starting lineups. First for the Washington Warriors, 6'2" senior wing Jack Aleno. Lynn Tonda, the future Texas Longhorn, 18.6.7 point rebounds, 3.6 assists, 2 steals per game. Alexis Motley, 5'8" junior, good scorer, 2 at 9.6 points, 3.2 rebounds a game. Hannah Harp in the post, 6' junior, 3.8 points, 3.6 assists a game. And her sister, Brooklyn Harp, the 6' junior, a 55% shooter, 15.6.5 rebounds a game. And she's also hit 6 threes. And Taylor Thompson, the 6' junior, 6.6 points, 5.2 rebounds per game for head coach Jamie Parrish. His 8th year at Washington, won 11-55, 16th overall, 227 wins against 140, one state championship at Vermilion, and 2 with Washington. The Pierre Governors go with their same starting 5 as they did the other night in Lincoln. Remington Price, the 5'6" junior, 14.6 points, 1.6 rebounds, 1.6 assists, 2.8 steals a game, 12 three-pointers. Lennox Dupree, the 5'5" freshman, 5.2 points, 4.8 rebounds. Ryan Berry, the 5'7" sophomore, 5.2 points, 1.8 boards. Reese Willard, the 5'11" sophomore, the post, 7.4 points, 6.8 rebounds. And Avery Kaiser, the junior, at 5'10", 8 points, and 5.2 rebounds for head coach Kirk Beaut in his second season. Well, now I have time to tell you about the law on the court. It's brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. We'll introduce them in 30 seconds on KGFX.
It's your lucky day. You just won a sweepstakes and you received a cashier's check to cover the cost of claiming your winnings. All you need to do is deposit the check and wire a portion of the money to pay those fees. There's just one catch. It's a scam. If you deposit the check and wire the money, your bank will soon learn the check is a fake and you are responsible to pay it back. The Attorney General's Office of Consumer Protection wants you to know that counterfeit check scams are on the rise. For more information, contact their office, 1-800-300-1986.
Eric Donat, Scott Tatus, Kim Zimmerman, they're the officials. The law on the court brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. The Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre, opening tip just ahead. Let's hear from them, then back to get it started in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
Welcome to Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Check out their selection in the meat, produce, and deli department, the freshest and best quality in the area. Check out their hardware department as well as the rest of the store. Don't see what you need? Just ask. Their friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For any gathering, large or small, Lynn's Dakota Mart is there for you. Special orders and requests too. Smart grocery shopping takes a little TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Thrifty, local, convenient.
Jacquelina Winnetonda to jump center against the Governors' Avery Kaiser. We hope you enjoy the action. Ball in the air, tipped by Kaiser, and to Dupree, and up ahead for Remington Price. Backs it out at the top of the right wing to Kaiser. Down low for Reese to Williger. Guarded tightly here by Taylor Thompson. Out front to Dupree. The joke about how the shot clock might not be used, I wonder about that. I wonder if Mike Pierre want to slow the pace down a little bit again today. Drop step, a drive by Kaiser is left short, and Taylor Thompson with a rebound for Washington. Long pass down floor, and the layup missed by Brooklyn Hart, but the second opportunity, well, that also missed, and Avery Kaiser has the rebound for Pierre. But here's a pass stolen as it's taken by Hannah Harp to Brooklyn, and she has a layup. So Brooklyn Harp scores the first two of the game, and it was this sort of pace that really put Pierre down last year in the game in Sioux Falls. Price in the right corner, double dribble for the second Pierre turnover. And you heard what was important from Kirk Bebout's point of view. Keep moving that basketball. That is so crucial against a team with so much talent that has so much athleticism. Brooklyn Hart nearly dropped a pass. Put it out to Motley, now to Winnetonda, the first touch for the senior. Hesitates a little, lost her dribble. She's double teamed, so hands it to Motley for a three, but missed everything short. And then good play by Avery Kaiser to knock it off of Winnetonda, and it's out of bounds. So Pierre will have it back down 2-0. 6:38 left in the first quarter. Moving from left to right in their home white as you watch it at the KGFX page. Terwilliger down low, laid it in. Right past Thompson. Reese Terwilliger ties the game at 2. Well, there's already progress. Pierre never even had the game tied in Sioux Falls last year. Winnetonda for Thompson. Pass deflected and taken in. It's Avery Kaiser as the Governors have a turnover. Price on right wing. Bounce it up top to Dupree. Middle of the lane to Terwilliger. On Thompson drive, backs down, back up to Dupree. Left wing, here is a Berry three that got blocked by Hannah Harp and taken in by Taylor Thompson. Not too long out of her hand before the blocking. Here's Winnetonda, left baseline, drives and is fouled. As Ryan Berry tried to stop her but fouled her instead. And no free throws here. They'll say it wasn't in the act of shooting. That was the game's first foul. Motley, left wing, and a little hesitation leads to a travel by Hannah Hart. Again, this is a Washington team that averages 71 points a game. They averaged 75 in their first four before they were held to 54 at home against Aberdeen Central on Thursday, but a game they still won by 27. Dupree against some pressure. They didn't go full court. It is Kaiser with a good pass to Terwilliger, but her shot stopped and knocked out of bounds by Alexis Motley. Pierre will inbound with 24 to shoot and 5:43 in the first. Right home unis for Pierre, emerald green numerals and letters in lighter green trim. Washington in black and orange. Right wing three, good. Remington Price, and the Governors have the lead. Made three for Price is her 15th of the year. 5-2 Pierre, 5:30 first quarter. Thompson with a lob down low for Hannah Hart. Cut off by Price on the baseline. Back to Thompson. Left wing Alexis Motley. Stopping her is Dupree, but it rolled to Thompson. Down low, wide open. Brooklyn Hart past Kaiser for a lay-in, and Brooklyn has all 4 Washington points so far. 5-4 Pierre, 5-10 first quarter. Not a bad start at all, really. Kaiser, left wing, it's Ryan Berry. Thought about that three, backed up, shot it, way short. The first one was blocked, Brooklyn Hart with a rebound. Down floor for Hannah Hart. Drives for a layup, didn't fall. Motley, the offensive board, counted with a foul. Motley is there and able to follow. to put Washington back in front by a score of 6-5. The foul is on Remington Price. That's her first, second team foul. Bianca Meeks, a 5'6" senior, comes into the game for Washington as Brooklyn Hart comes to the bench. Motley tries to complete the three-point play, but can't. And the rebound is to Piers Reese Terwilliger. This is not a great foul shooting team, not that they needed to be playing so well. Right baseline extended. Kaiser with a left wing pass now to Ryan Barry. Up top for Dupree. Guarded there by Meeks. Right wing, it is Price. Drives right on the lane, threw it over the rim from 14. Rebound, Hannah Hart for Washington. Down floor come the Warriors with Motley. Turnaround, spin, travel. Reese Terwilliger made her stop in her tracks. Third turnover on Washington in this first quarter. And Governor Basketball on KGFX. Brought to you by Avera, by the corner station and the crossing. Dakota Storm Roofing overhead door and Lariat Lanes. Some pressure, but again, Dupree breaks it smartly into the front court. 12-footer right wing line, no good. Gained her own board. Up top, a little hesitation by Kaiser. Could have taken that shot. Instead handed it. Left wing to Barry. Bounced to Terwilliger for a cutting Dupree. She's fouled. It's on Bianca Meeks of Washington, the first foul on the Warriors, as Lainey Stevens comes into the game. Back after missing games just before Christmas. 2.3 points, 2 rebounds a game in 3 games. The inbound to Price. To Stevens on the left wing to Ryan Barry. Lob left of the lane. Stevens to Terwilliger down low and into the lane. Missed from 4. Nearly went in. She is fouled, however. And it is on Jacqueline Owenantonda. That is her first. And that is the second team foul. Well, Reese Terwilliger, of course, struggled at the line. Had 2 big chances late to make free throws did the other night, but the first one's here for Reese. Good. She's now 10 of 17. Pierre Governors comes in at 65% for the year. Second time the game's been tied. It's 6-6, and now Terwilliger makes it a 7-6 Pierre lead. And she puts the Governors in front. 4 minutes left first quarter. Third lead change already. Owenantonda for Washington. Up top to Taylor Thompson. Terwilliger out the guard here. Thompson playing a very high post. Meeks hounded by Kaiser to Thompson. Up top at the volleyball 10-foot line. Knocked out. Terwilliger took it away. And then Reese traveled. Well, Reese was ready to go down floor, but took a step before dribbling the basketball. Hannah Hart out. Brooklyn Hart comes back into the Washington lineup with 3:44 in the first. Pierre leading over the defending champs. 7-6. Very early, but it's a promising start for Pierre. And they're playing well defensively. Owenantonda, first shot she's taken, left it short, but it's Motley with the offensive board. And Harp in the right corner. Body hit the floor. Thompson straight away. She can make some threes. That one halfway down didn't stay down. And Kaiser with a rebound for Pierre. Saved inbounds and a good play by Terwilliger for a right wing. Price 3. It's off the front of the rim. Rebound. Brooklyn Hart brings it for Washington into the right corner for Meeks. Bounce it to Motley. Screen again for Thompson. Driving and scoring and being fouled is Meeks. Washington leads again 8-7. Oh, that's the second foul on Remington Price. So there may be a little bit of concern for the Governors, and Elise Christopherson will come in for Remy. Hannah Hart back in for Washington. Shaylin Fink, a 5'8 junior, is into the game. Christopherson, the 5'6 sophomore, and a couple of fouls put Price on the bench for the time being. The free throw is missed by Meeks. And Avery Kaiser had the Pierre rebound, and then it dribbled it off her foot and out of bounds in the front court. 5 turnovers for Pierre. Sydney Tedrow comes into the game. Sydney, the 5'8 junior, at 2.8 points and 2.8 rebounds a game, replacing Kaiser. Avery will have a little bit of a rest. But the Governors' leading scorer not on the floor with 2 fouls late in the first quarter. 8-7 Washington, 2:52 in the first. Washington, mainly black uniforms, orange piping, orange numerals and letters, and white trim. Hannah Hart with a lob inside to Brooklyn to Hannah. Shot got stopped down low. The pass comes to Motley, and she's fouled. And that was Meeks under there to take that rebound. Laney Stevens commits this foul for Pierre. That's her first and 4 team fouls on the Governors. Motley hits the first free throw to make it 9-7 Washington. She'll have one more. Winnetonda's been on the bench as the second one's good, but now Jackalenga comes back into the game for Motley. Washington 10, Pierce 7, 2:36 first quarter here at the Riggs High Gym. It is over in Sioux Falls, and it didn't go well for the Governor boys again today. A 64-44 loss to Washington. They've dropped 2 straight now after winning their first 4. Barry, right move for Laney Stevens for the Gazoo, nearly took a walk. Pass came to the left side to Elise Christofferson. The sophomore again. Price on the bench with a couple of fouls. Trying to make a drive is Barry, cut off well by Meeks. For Terwilliger, right post. Brings it to Christofferson in the lane. Still 11 to shoot for Pierre. Pass deflected. Barry does run it down in the back court, and the official says over and back. There's no way. There's no way. And that's what Kurt Bebot is saying. That ball was clearly tipped. An official 40 feet from the way away from the play said over and back. There is no way that's over and back. But it stands that way. Boy, the Governors didn't get the good end of that there. Kurt Bebot made his argument to no avail. Left wing, it is Meeks. It is a left wing 3 for Winnetonda that fell short. And then Ryan Barry brings the rebound and keeps everybody out of the way by slinging those elbows. It's down low to Terwilliger. Right baseline, fakes and scores! It's already for Reese. Pierre's back to within 1 at 10-9, 1:38 in the first quarter. And it is Hannah Hart losing it, taken away by Laney Stevens. And then she's fouled. Kaiser back in. Dupree back in. Grace Peterson, a freshman at 5'11", is in. Was there a foul? Or was the ball just knocked out of bounds? There was a foul, yes, it certainly was, on Hannah Hart. That is her first. They just put it on the board. It is a left wing 3 coming now for Stevens off the rim, knocked out of bounds by the Washington Warriors, and Pierre will keep it. They're 1 of 5 on threes, 3 of 7 shooting. Washington 4 of 10. Inbound to Kaiser, moves it towards the rim and scores as Dupree set it up. From 6 feet, Avery. Here's regained the lead. It's 11-10. 5th lead change in this first quarter. 1:10 left in it. Pass down low to Winnetonda. Drives, miss. She still hasn't scored yet. And Avery Kaiser with a rebound. And I have a point to make when we have a chance. Laney Stevens. For Dupree for the Governors at 55 in the first belt down. Still somehow able to maintain the dribble. Sidney Tedrow kept it going. Now head coach Kurt Bebot of Pierre is going to take his first timeout. He wants a 30. It's an Actegra timeout with 51.9 left in the first. Pierre 11, Washington 10. Back in 30 seconds.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank. Providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Titan Machinery is your go-to.
Acres ahead to maximize your farm journey potential straight from the start. Contact your local Actegra cooperative today. Here, Governors are playing a good first quarter, leading the top-ranked and defending champion Washington Warriors 11-10. They inbound with 19 on the shot clock, 52 seconds in the quarter, as it's Kaiser stopping the lane from 13. Will roll off the rim, and the rebound tipped and came to Brooklyn Hart. Good shot for Avery, just did not fall. 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. On the left wing is Winnetonda, sends a screen, comes for Thompson. Winnetonda still hasn't scored, you know. It's Kelsey Severson, who's also in the game. Here's a pass deflected and stolen away by Pierre, by Dupree, for Kaiser. Counter with a foul. Avery was the one who deflected it. It led to the fast break layup. Taylor Thompson with a Washington foul. That is her first and the Warriors' fourth. Pierre now leading by 3 at 13-10. Kaiser at the line to try to make it a 4-point lead, barely off the front iron. And Winnetonda with a rebound. Long down floor for Severson. Up top for Thompson, 16 seconds. Jacqueline Winnetonda just drives inside and puts it in. That's what she can do with her strength. You're leading 13-12. 7 seconds as Dupree comes down the right alley. A spin and handed to Kaiser. 3 seconds and 2. Back to Dupree. Pass deflected and taken away by Alexis Motley at the end of the first quarter. But after 8 minutes, Pierre leads the chance. 13-12, Pierre over Washington on the Wegner Auto scoreboard. Wegner Auto, the one place to go. Second quarter comes your way from the Briggs High Gym in 1 minute.
Agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow. The Best Western Ramcota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramcota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramcota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
May Adam Law Firm of Pierre since 1881.
Sports marketing sponsors who help bring you Governor basketball include Comtech, Maher Law Office, Delta Dental, and Guadalajara Mexican Restaurant. Washington with the ball. Second quarter begins. Pierre on top, 13-12. Bianca Meeks came from down low to Thompson. Kaiser trying to take it away. Ends in a help ball, gives it to Pierre. What a play by Avery. Thompson took the pass. Kaiser dove in and took it right away. Led to the dual possession, and it leads to Pierre basketball. Emerson Price is back in the game. Remember, she has a couple of fouls. She takes the pass here from Lennox Dupree. Front court with Winnetonda guarding her. Right of the wing. Oh, Avery walked. Yep, she took the ball, took a step before making her drive from the right elbow. Sports marketing sponsors include Anderson, Rumstead Dental, Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, Red Rosa, Ollinger Law Firm, Eisberg Funeral Home, and Wegner Auto along with Delta Dental. Here's a bounce pass intercepted. Lennox Dupree made the steal and then a foul as Lennox came down court. It's Hannah Harp, second. 15 foul in Washington. Brooklyn Harp will come in for her. Here's the point I want to make. This is now 3 games in 5 days. The game with Aberdeen Central was originally scheduled for Tuesday, postponed to last night. They have another game Monday. Tell you about that when we get a chance. Dupree, right corner, Price, an open three. It's off the brace of the rim. And Brooklyn Harp with a rebound for Washington. 13-12 here. We're early in the second quarter. A three from Thompson straight away is no good, but Brooklyn Harp has another rebound, this time on the offensive glass for Washington, who looks again for the lead. They go into the half-court game. Harp, Kaiser all over, trying to take the ball away, deflected off Motley, came to Dupree. Another excellent defensive play by Avery Kaiser, who is just playing fiercely defensively so far today. Now she bounces down low to Williger, who drives and is fouled. Maurice will go back to the line. Taylor Thompson with a foul. That is her second. So she's the second Washington player with a couple of fouls. Reese made a couple of free throws earlier. First for her is good. And it's 14-12 here. Now Thompson is out. And Shaylin Fink is back in. But again, we say it's 3 games in 5 days for Washington. Who do they play Monday? O'Gorman. To Williger's second free throw. Short. And it's rebounded by Winnetonda. Except there's a lane violation on Washington, and so Williger will have the chance again. And Jamie Parrish, the Washington head coach, wants a full Actegra timeout. His team's trailing in Pierre, 6:42 in the first half. Pier 14, Washington 12. More for you in 1 minute on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
As community bankers, Bankwest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bankwest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bankwest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
At DK Auto Repair in Pierre, we take pride in our fast and professional auto service. Our well-trained techs specialize in transmission repair, tune-ups, brake service, suspension engine repair, auto diagnostics, and general maintenance repairs and oil changes. Making sure you and your family get from point A to point Z and all points in between is what motivates us to provide you exceptional service. At DK Auto Repair, we proudly support properties.
Reese Terwilliger made good on her second chance with that second free throw and made it. She's up to 8, 15-12, Pierre over Washington, 6:33 first half. Warrior basketball, the basket to your left as you watch at the KGFX page at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com, brought to you by Baum & Lumber. Fink, left wing, this is Meeks. It is Fink again, now in the right corner. Meeks, here comes a three, missed everything, and Remington Price for the rebound. Her first of those today. The Governors, after losing by 50 to this team last year, now pass thrown away by Pierre, and their turnover count is now at 8. But they lost by 50 to this team in Sioux. Basically the same team with a few exceptions, but they're playing much better today. Grace Peterson comes back in to replace Bianca Meeks for Washington, who is down 3, and Price is able to take it away. But then she was stepping on the sideline while she made the steal, so it is not going to be pure basketball after all, but a good play by Price. Instead, it'll be inbounded by Alexis Motley. To Wenentonda, 2 minutes gone, second quarter. Right wing, Grace Peterson. Lob is too high for Motley. Another steal, Lennox Dupree. She had 5 of them the other night. Right wing, Price, 3. Yes! Remington Price has 6. She has 2 3-pointers today. Pierre by 6, 18-12, 5:40 first half. Some eyebrows are going to be raised when this score goes up. Lob down low. Kaiser again made a steal, made a leap in front of a pass, and then was fouled by Peterson in some frustration. Avery Kaiser. You know, if you watch her play, whatever sport it is, she goes all out all the time. But today, she is defensively so far giving it everything. Grace Peterson out and Kelsey Severson, and that's team foul number 7 in Washington. So this is going to earn Avery a 1-and-1 at the line. Is she at the first? She has 5. (19-12). It is Pierre by 7. A lot of time left. 5:33 first half. She hit them both. Governors are 6 of 7 at the line. They lead 20-12 over Washington. 5.5 minutes left in the first half. Wenentonda, he still has only the 1 bucket so far. Pass deflected, but then came on the left wing. It's taken away again by Dupree. Right out of the hands of Hart. Down low for a layup. It's Kaiser again. The Governor lead is 10. 22-12. 5:08 first half. Were they looking ahead to O'Gorman? Well, you would think not, but they are not playing sharply so far. Wenentonda made a drive right on the lane. Foul on Pierre. Ryan Berry with this one. That's her second, so she's a second Governor with 2 fouls. Sydney Tedrow back in for Pierre. Taylor Thompson is back in for Washington. Avery Kaiser again gets 5s from teammates as she comes to the Pierre bench. Lob out front for Motley. Dupree out there to guard her. To Hannah Harp. Right corner, Brooklyn Harp. Here comes a 3. This is off the rim, but Motley, good rebounding guard, is another. Out front to Hannah Harp, and she hit a 3. Alexis Motley is as one of the better rebounding guards you're going to find in AA girls basketball. 22-15 Pierre, 4:35 first half. Price with a bounce to Tedrow. Her three out front is off the right rim, and the rebound. Good position there by Taylor Thompson. So Tedrow's seen some more minutes, but she's played good defense this season, too. Hanahart battle for Thompson, drives for a left-handed layup. That's good. First two for Taylor Thompson. And there's 5 quickly in a row for Washington. They've got the Pierre lead 2-5, 22-17. Here's nearly a steal, and with Lennox Dupree just keeping possession, head coach Kurt Bebout saves it with a full Actegra timeout, which we'll take 2. In 1 minute, we're back. 4:07 first half.
Pierre Governors event. The students involved and their families.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
Dozie's Signs in Chamberlain isn't your run-of-the-mill sign shop. Todd and Doug take the time to listen to your needs and come up with an innovative and effective design to fit your budget and take your advertising to the next level. Dozie specializes in any size or event sporting banners, storefronts and awnings, and letters or numbers for windows, vehicle boats, and enclosed trailers. Need something more flashy? We can do a vehicle wrap, illuminated signs, billboards, and LED lighting. If you can dream it, we can design and build it. Dozie's is a proud sponsor of local sports and communities activities.
Possession. Lainey Stevens, who's back in for Pierre, gives it to Dupree. Pierre up 5 midway through the second quarter. And to Tedrow, a jumper in the old circle, misses. Going for the rebound and taking it is Wenentanda. One person break, drives, little hesitation, scores. Fans wanted to travel, but I don't think she did. Wenentanda scored again. Her second bucket. Now 22-19 for Pierre. 7 in a row for Washington. 3:35 first half. Price, right wing from 16. That misses, and Taylor Thompson with the rebound. Washington can tie it with a 3. It wasn't that long ago they were down 10 points. Motley for Wenentanda. Left wing Hannah Harp. 3:20 in the half. Skip it right wing for an open Brooklyn Hart, but she didn't take the 3. Finds Motley, and up top to Wenentanda. Left wing, it is Thompson in the corner for a cutting Wenentanda, but the layup didn't fall, but Brooklyn Hart is there with an offensive board. Another one, her third, and she scores. And it is a 1-point Pierre lead, 22-21. Lennox Dupree, she stopped her dribble, and the pass, came to Tedrow, and boy, did Pierre get bailed out there with a foul on Wenentanda. Jokalenka's second. Now Hannah Harp will come out in favor of Bianca Meeks and sit. Make it 3 for 3. She's good. And she'll have the bonus. Breaking the 9-point Washington run. Pierre now leads 23-21, 2:56 in the first half at the Rigside Gym. Glad you're with us. Second one good. Still a lot of basketball left, but Pierre's writing quite a story so far. 24-21 they lead, 2:52 in the half. Thompson, left wing. It's Bianca Meeks. Thompson, high post again. Motley on the right wing for Wenentanda on the right block. Over Kaiser and rolls it in from 5 feet. 6 for Wenentanda. Pierre by 1 at 24-23 against some pressure. Dupree to Kaiser. Now into the front court on the right wing. 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Good whip pass to Dupree for a right wing jumper. Hit by Sydney Tedrow from 16 feet. And 4 for Sid off the bench. 26-23. Pierre at 2:17 in the half. Motley, right wing. It came to Bianca Meeks. To Motley again. On the left side now, Wenentanda, middle of that wing. With Stevens there to guard her. Brings it to Thompson, and on the right block for a drive and a layup by Meeks. Well done there by Washington, patient on their offensive end. 26-25 here at 1:53 against pressure. Came to Kaiser, an open three. Straight away, bomb! Avery Kaiser with 11. She's doing it all so far. 29-25 here, 140 in the half. She just took that thing and fired, and it barely hit net. Glennon Tonda guarded by Stevens. Right wing, it is Meeks. For Brooklyn Harp, left wing Thompson at 128 and a half, still 15 to shoot. Motley hesitates. She wants a three. Banks misses. Tip came to Brooklyn Harp. Follows and hits. Brooklyn Harp is keeping Washington close with her offensive rebounding, and she has 8. 29-27 period, 113 and a half. Price down the right alley. The Governors haven't had a whole lot of problem with the pressure. Here comes a triple team, however, and it ends in a held ball and Washington ball. That's really the first time it's seriously affected the Governors today. Barry Terwilliger back in for Pierre. Hannah Harp, Shaylin Fink back in for Washington. 1:05 first half. Pierre hanging on to the lead against the top-ranked Washington Warriors and the defending state champs. They did have a 10-point lead in the second quarter. Fink, right wing for Brooklyn Harp, into the right corner for Meeks. Bounce it back out to Motley, trying to ward off Barry. 48 seconds in the half. Left corner, it is Brooklyn Harp. Oh, got pushed by Price. That's Remington's third foul. Well, it was foul trouble that hit Avery Kaiser on Tuesday night in Sioux Falls against Lincoln, but that is the third right here on Price, and Lennox Dupree will come in for her. So Remy will have to sit out the last 42.8 of the half and then be careful when the second half begins. New shot clock for Washington. As a bounce on the inbound, didn't make it to Hannah Harp. Stolen away, good play, Ryan Barry. Here, down floor, they had a 3-on-none, but the pass deflected off Kaiser and out of play and out of bounds. Avery didn't see it coming, or Pierre would have had a 3-on-none break. Instead, Washington with the ball back. 32 seconds, the shot clock's off. Motley again trying to ward off Barry. Right wing, hands it to Meeks, pass deflected. It's Kaiser again, drives, layup good. Avery Kaiser is having an unbelievable first half. She has 13, 31-27. Looks like Pierre's going to lead at the half. 13 seconds to go. Into the front court is Motley. 9 seconds as the lob came to Brooklyn Harp from Hannah. Now bounce on the left wing. A Fink three is off the rim. It is rebounded by Reese Terwilliger as the halftime buzzer sounds. And the Pierre Governors have played their best 16 minutes of basketball in quite a while on the girls' side because they are leading the defending state champion Washington Warriors on the Wegner Auto scoreboard. Pierre 31.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Everyone says they want to change the world. But not everyone will. We are not everyone.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
The Pierre Fire Department has a strong and proud history of volunteering for our community since 1881. We have some great men and women who are serving our community, and we are always looking for more quality volunteers. No experience is necessary, as we provide training locally. If you are looking for the next adventure and an opportunity to serve your community, volunteer today. It's as easy as calling 605-773-7401 to get started.
At Jan Bussy Ford in Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussy Ford in Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussy Ford, building partnerships for life.
Have all of your painting supplies at the Paint Store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Join the team and take on your legacy. Since 1862, the South Dakota Army National Guard has been ready to defend our freedom and our way of life. When our nation calls, we are there to help our friends, neighbors, and communities in the event of forest fires, floods, tornadoes, and severe winter storms right here in South Dakota. Now we want you to write the next chapter in our rich history of the South Dakota Army National Guard. Visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or nationalguard.com/SD.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities, from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
It's a new year and a new you. Whether you're looking to finance a new vehicle or refinance your current one, Owyhee Federal Credit Union has the best rates in town. With rates starting at 2.25% APR, there's no reason not to check us out. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and see what the ladies at Owyhee Federal Credit Union can do for you.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
If you're hunting for a great deal on your next ride, get into Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. We're locked and loaded on all of our new and used inventory, like this 2018 Toyota Highlander, only $28,495. Looking for low price reliability? Try a 2011 Honda Accord for only $6,995. Who wants a loaded up truck? We have a 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ for only $17,995. Get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 518 East Sioux Avenue. Call 605-224-7378 and visit gatewayflt.com.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Highway Safety 1060 KGFX Pierre, rebroadcasting on K276 GT, 103.1 FM Fort Pierre. Slow the drive, arrive alive. Here with the arrow and the ball to start the second half. With their starting five are Remington Price, Lennox Dupree, Ryan Berry, Reese Terwilliger, and Avery Kaiser. Starting five also for Washington, Jackalinga, Winnentonda, Alexis Motley, Hannah Hart, Brooklyn Hart, and Taylor Thompson. Pierre shooting at the basket to your left as you view it. Kaiser, what a first half she had, right wing to Price. Hesitated, thought about the three, moved inside the arc, shot it from 14 and banked it in. 8 for Remy. The Pierre lead is 6, 33-27. They've led by as many as 10. Just underway, third quarter. Thompson in the old circle, right wing, Brooklyn Hart. Round the right foul line extended for Motley for a right baseline drive. Terwilliger cuts it off. Dupree is there too. It ends in a timeout by Washington. Head coach Jamie Parrish, a 30-second Actegra timeout. That's what we'll take. 7:24, third quarter. Pierre 33, Washington 27. Back in 30 on KGFX.
Grossenberg Implement, your family-owned John Deere dealer, has a deal for you. This week only, you can save 8% on all-round baler belts. Yes, stop into any Grossenberg Implement location in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming this week and save 8% on all-round baler belts to ensure your baler is ready to go for the upcoming haying season. Grossenberg Implement, servicing your growing needs since 1937.
Washington will inbound with 18 on the shot clock, 7:24 in the third quarter. Each team with 3 timeouts still left to use. Brooklyn Hart in the right corner, handing it to her sister Hannah. Now cross court for Alexis Motley. For Winnentonda with a 3. Man, Jackalinga hit it. Jackalinga Winnentonda now is up to 9. 33-30, Pierre by 3, 7:05 in the third. Right wing Price took the feed from Kaiser and hit a three. Remington Price's third of the day. She has 11. The lead is 6 again for Pierre at 36-30, just over a minute into the third quarter. Hannah Hart for Washington. Straight away, a Thompson. 3, nothing but net. They have length and they have athleticism, but they just don't do things inside. As you know, they shoot threes with their post players too, and Thompson just did. 36-33 Pierre. Kaiser against pressure, push from behind. Whistle a little late, but it was a push on Alexis Motley of Washington. That is her first team foul. Claire Woods comes into the game for the first time for Washington. She is a 5'6" freshman guard. Comes in for Motley. Lob for Kaiser. Down low to Williger. Over a double team. Off the rim. Didn't fall. Taylor Thompson the rebound. Plenty of poise by Terwilliger against the double team. The shot just didn't fall. Thompson with another three, but this one missed everything, and it's out of bounds to Pierre. Thompson hit nothing but net a moment ago. Hit nothing there. 6:15 in the third. Kaiser against the pressure to Barry. Double team trap awaits her to Kaiser to Dupree, and Lennox is into the front court with 3 seconds to spare, but Terwilliger couldn't hang on to the pass. Taken away by Brooklyn Hart. Down floor to Woods, and Washington down to 3. Hart with a drive. That's a travel, yep. A little bit of a skip by Brooklyn Hart down the left lane line. The lay-in doesn't count, and Pierre keeps their 3-point lead 2 minutes into the third. In their home wide, emerald green numerals and letters and piping. Washington in their black uniforms with orange piping, orange numerals and letters and white trim. Lennox Dupree for Pierre. Her 3 straight away is off the back rim. Terwilliger is up there. Neat offensive rebound for a Barry 3 straight away that grazed the rim. Thompson the rebound as Washington has it back and comes down floor. What a rebound Terwilliger just made, though. Inside, Jackalenga Buenantonda missed the shot. But we got another offensive rebound. That's 5 now for Brooklyn Hart. Thompson up top, left wing for Brooklyn Hart. At 5:17 in the third, Pierre up a 3. Buenantonda out there to guard her is Ryan Barry. Left corner, Thompson tries another 3. Count it with a foul. This time, Thompson bombed it in from the left wing. And she'll go to the line. We think, where was this foul? Was it I don't know that the foul was on the ball. Yes, it was. It's on Ryan Barry. That's her third foul. Yes, it was away from the ball. And it was after the shot. Washington inbounds in a tie game at 36 with a chance to lead. Pass nearly overthrown. Good catch by Buenantonda. For Thompson up top. Lob is too far for Brooklyn Hart and out of bounds. So Taylor Thompson with 2 big threes in this third quarter. She's up to 8. And we have our third tie of the game at 36. There have been 5 lead changes. 3-quarter court pressure. They're not putting the full court pressure Washington does like they do a lot. They haven't done it so far today. Kaiser. Right wing to Ryan Barry. Bounce. Oh, that pass deflected by Taylor Thompson and taken in by Claire Woods. Right wing Hannah Hart for Buenantonda. Trying to drive on Terwilliger. Bumped from behind and fouled. Oh, if that's Barry, that's her 4th. It surely is. And Ryan, the sophomore, will have to come out. Motley back in for Washington, and with Barry out with those 4 fouls, Lainey Stevens is back in the Pierre lineup. 4:36 in the third, tied at 36. Washington hasn't led since early in the second quarter. Triple team awaits the freshman Woods, but Thompson takes it, and then Remington Price stole the pass away. That pass was foreshadowed a little bit, but now dropped by Pierre and down low for a layup, and the lead is Motley, and she's fouled. Claire Woods took it away, fed it to Alexis Motley. Washington regains the lead at 38-36. And the foul is on Lennox Dupree of Pierre. That is her first. Team foul number 3. Motley up to 6 will try to complete the 3-point play. And she's good. Now it's Washington by 3. 39-36. 4:18 third quarter. They scored the last 9, and a ball nearly thrown away again as Brooklyn Hart tried to make a steal, deflected out of bounds, and Pierre in the front court will inbound with 4:15 in the third. Well, remember, against Aberdeen Central on Thursday, Washington limited them to 7 second-half points to break open a tight game. Here's a lob inside to Terwilliger from Kaiser and a lay-in. Reese Terwilliger's in double figures with 10. 39-38 Washington, midway through the third quarter. Wenentanda, left wing for Brooklyn Hart. Trying to drive on Kaiser, staying with her. Out front to Shaylin Fink, who's back into the game for Washington. Right wing, it is Motley with Price guarding her. Starts her drive, hit the side of the glass, rebounded by Dupree. Pierre wants the lead back. Front court, right wing, Price. Down low, Terwilliger is fouled by Wenentanda. Layup left short, but forced the foul in Wenentanda. Jackalanga's third. And Terwilliger will be the line for 2. Your sports marketing partners who help bring you Governor basketball, a Pure Dental Clinic, Kruger Contracting, All Around Graphics, Midco, the South Dakota National Guard, and Capital City Campus. First free throw, no good for Reese. Thompson back in, Hanahart back in, Wenentanda and Fink to the bench. Other sports marketing partners include Stolken Peterson, Lingle Waltei and Jones LLP, American Bank and Trust, Hutch Design, Bill, Peoria Chamber of Commerce, and First Dakota National Bank. One more free throw for Terwilliger to tie it. Missed everything. Except another lane violation. Are you believing this on Washington? Remember, there was one earlier that gave Reese a second chance to hit a free throw. Now she'll try to do it again. 3:32 in the third, 39-38 Washington. Reese with another reprieve. Can she take advantage? Yes, she's good, and it's tied at 39. 11 for Terwilliger. Price has 11. Kaiser 13. Wenentanda leading Washington with 9 points. She's on the bench at the moment. Thompson up top. Terwilliger's out there to guard her after she hit those 2 threes. Brooklyn Hart to Thompson on right wing. Does try another 3 and hit it again. Taylor Thompson's third 3 in this third quarter. She's up to 11. Washington leads again, 42-39 at 3:07 in the third. Stevens to Price on the right wing from Kaiser. 3 is good. Grammy's 4th of the day. Tied again at 42, the 5th tie. 14 for the junior. Wenentanda will come back into the next dead ball. Thompson for Washington at 2:49 in the third. Right lane line, Brooklyn Hart. Left wing, it's to Claire Woods. Left corner, Thompson. Deflected by Terwilliger, and it ends up in a steal for Lennox Dupree. Anticipated well that time by Reese. Straight away. Kaiser thought about that 3. She hit one earlier. Right wing, Price. Bounce on the right baseline. Here's a drive by Terwilliger. Reverse, she's fouled. What a move. What a move by Reese. And made Taylor Thompson fight on it. She picks up the foul. That's her third, and the third team foul. Reese back at the line. Terwilliger's 5 for 6 today. Her first is good, and Pierre leads again at 43-42. And here comes Jacqueline Wenentanda back into the Washington lineup, along with Bianca Meeks to the bench for Claire Woods and Brooklyn Hart. Terwilliger looks for her 13th point. She had 11 points, 12 rebounds in that game at Spearfish, but this one is left short. And Taylor Thompson, and what a third quarter she's having, has the rebound for Washington. To Hanahart for Jacqueline Wenentanda. Good catch and drives for a layup. 11 for Wenentanda. Then the inbounds pass is stolen, and Motley lays it in. 46-43 Washington, just like that. Lead has changed hands 7 times now in this game. It is a drive inside by Kaiser, stripped away from her and out of bounds. It'll stay with Pierre. Shaylin Fink back in for Taylor Thompson. 1:57 remaining in the third quarter. And you heard Kirk Bebout say in the pregame, got to keep that ball moving. It didn't move, and it led to the inbound steal a moment ago. Now a held ball, and this one goes to Washington, and there's Motley again making the good defensive play. Here's 13th turnover. Washington also has 13. 1:55 in the third. It's anybody's game. Washington 46, Pierre 43. Quite an entertaining Saturday afternoon, isn't it, at the Rigside Gym? And we're glad you're with us. Motley for Hannah Harp. Skip it left wing for Bianca Meeks. Motley again at 140. Fink, foot on the right arc, but hit a jumper. Shaylin Fink with her first two. 48-43. Washington by 5 at 129 in the third. That's their longest lead of the game. Price with a right wing three after taking the feed from Kaiser, but this one missed. Meeks on the rebound and Washington on the run. They find Winnetonda down floor for a layup. Winnetonda now has 13, and head coach Kirk Peabout of Pierre wants a 30-second timeout as Washington with a big run. Now it's a 7-point lead. 1:11 left in the third with an Agtegra timeout. Back in 30, it's Washington 50, Pierre 43.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Kenols wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
Advertiser Pierre is an equal opportunity employer.
A lot of effort to play the sort of defense the Governors have had to play today, and they know they're just going to have to keep it up and try to stop this Washington run, which the latest one is 8 in a row. Pierre led by 10 in the first half. They led by 6 in the midway part of the third quarter. Now they're down 7 to Washington, 50-43. Now they do have full court pressure, but they do inbound it. Sidney Tedrow, who's back in there, does the Remington Price. To Dupree back to Tedrow. Laney Stevens and Reese Terwilliger, the other Governors on the floor. A bounce by Stevens goes off Shaylin Fink and out of bounds. It'll stay with Pierre with 1:02 in the third and still 26 to shoot. Bianca Meeks, Alexis Motley out there for Washington, along with Shaylin Fink and the Harp sisters, Brooklyn and Hannah. One is on the bench for the moment. It is out front for a three by Dupree off the glass, and it's no good, and it's rebounded by Brooklyn Harp for Washington. 51 seconds in the third quarter. The Governors now down 7. A fadeaway turnaround on the lake by Fink. Good shot. Fell in, and she was double-teamed. She was well defended. Now it's a 9-point Governor lead of 52-43, and an inbounds pass from Tedrow is too far for Dupree and out of bounds, and Washington will inbound. They have a 10-0 run going, and now they have built the lead to 9. With 36 seconds in the quarter, it's the third. Fink. Right wing Bianca Meeks. Give it to Hannah Hart. 29 seconds in the third. Trying to extend Pierre out. Meeks with a pass, but it's stolen. Oh, there's Lennox Dupree with another steal. Drives left side, thrown over the rim. 17 seconds left as the rebound was taken by Hannah Hart, but her pass was too short and intercepted by Dupree with 10 seconds. For Stevens with 8, she's bumped and fouled by Hannah Hart. That is her third. That's 4 team fouls now on Washington. The inbound comes with 7 seconds. To Dupree with 5. Lennox with 3. Lob for Tedrow. Right wing Price with 1. One-handed runner at the buzzer. It's good. She let it go before the buzzer. Remy with an 8-point, 10-point third quarter is up to 16. And Pierre breaks the run, but they're down by 7 at the end of 3 on the Wegner Auto scoreboard to the Washington Warriors, 52-45. Wegner Auto.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre. North Ridge Plaza.
Gotta go to Gators Pizza Pasta's house.
How do the Governors respond now? Washington's 10-point run in the third quarter helped them to a 9-point lead. They're up over Pierre by 7 as the fourth quarter begins, 52-45. Here's ball with the arrow. Reese Terwilliger in the left corner. Brooklyn Harp all over her, deflected, but still came to Avery Kaiser, who didn't score in that third quarter after a 13-point first half. Barry, who's out there with 4 fouls. Left elbow to Wayne Terwilliger. Down to 15 to shoot. Right wing Stevens. An open three. Good! Lainey Stevens with her first 3 off the bench. Here's back to within 4. 52-48 Washington. 7:29 to go. 5 in a row in a hurry for the Governors. Wenentanda, who's been held down a little bit today. They've been defending her very well. Left wing, a 3 by Woods is missing. And in the rebound by Avery Kaiser. And the Governors can try to come a little bit closer here at the start of this fourth quarter. Kaiser stops in the lane. Left wing Stevens open. Another 3. Left wing this time rim the basket. Oh, halfway down. And then the ball's knocked out of bounds by Taylor Thompson of Sioux Falls, Washington. It will stay with Pierre. And Alexis Motley, and boy, what a defensive, good scorer too, but an excellent defensive and rebounding guard who's back in for Washington. Stevens with a bounce. Turn around on the lane for Barry off the rim, but Terwilliger's there with the offensive board. Barry right elbow with a jumper. That didn't fall either, and it's rebounded by Alexis Motley. 2 chances for Pierre, and neither fell. After another offensive board by Reese Terwilliger. Thompson for Washington, who leads 4 with 6:40 left. 52-48. Thompson top of the circle. Lob for Harp alone on the baseline. That's Brooklyn Harp, and the junior hit it. She has 10. Hit from 5 feet. 54-48 Washington. A lot of time left. 6:25. Kaiser for Pierre. Ball off a Washington player's foot, but picked up by Lainey Stevens. Out front to Barry, who's guarded by Motley. Bounce pass on the right wing to Terwilliger. From Kaiser, shot missed. She gained her own rebound, but knocked over a Washington player to do it, or is it called on Washington? Is it called on Claire Woods? No, it's on Reese. There is no doubt. She knocked down Woods to try to gain that rebound. That's the correct call. Players stopped for a moment. I think nobody for a moment knew who the foul was on. Well, the signal had been given. That's why. But anyway, Thompson back in, and Anna Hart is back in for Washington, who has it back with 6:11 to play. 54-48 Washington leading Pierre. The Governors once led by 10 in this game. Washington led late in the third quarter by 9. Thompson for Wenentanda in the lane. Oh, just taken away and knocked out of bounds by Kaiser. It went off Wenentanda. And it's Pierre basketball as Kaiser again does it defensively. Well, I say Wenentanda's been held down. She still does have 13 points today. Kaiser bounce on the left baseline for Terwilliger. Pass didn't make it to Barry as it was knocked away, but it's a loose ball and a foul on Washington. Ooh. Alexis Motley with a foul. That bails out Pierre without a doubt. Her second team foul, number 5. Inbound to Kaiser. Right wing Price. Open for a moment. Steps to the right elbow. Oh, the bounce pass didn't make it to Terwilliger. And intercepted by Wenentanda. Down floor. Hesitates. Scores right over Barry, who had to back off because she has 4 fouls. 15 for Wenentanda. 56-48 Washington with 5:25 left. Barry on the right wing for Price for Pierre. Governors could use a hoop this trip. They're down 8. Price into the lane. It is Kaiser. Left wing for Lainey Stevens, but Hannah Harp's out there to guard her. Left elbow in the lane to Kaiser. Bumped by Thompson. That's Taylor's 4th foul. What a big third quarter she had with those 3 3-pointers. She has 11 points today, but now 4 fouls. When Ntondo will get a rest as Brooklyn Harp is back in. You can imagine this rest for the future Longhorn won't be long. Lob inside, off the inbound, and it's a lay-in for Kaiser. Avery's first 2.5 off the good pass from Barry. 56-50 Washington, still 5 minutes left. Hannah Harp or Taylor Thompson, get out there with 4 fouls. So is Ryan Barry, of course, for Pierre. Motley up top. All over her is Lainey Stevens. Right wing Severson is back in. Pass deflected, intercepted by Pierre. Barry down the floor for Terwilliger. Right wing Price. Open 3 off the rim. And Hannah Harp with a rebound. Just did not fall. Now, loose ball on the floor. Terwilliger comes out of there with it, and it's a held ball. It stays with Washington. 3 players down there. Washington has the arrow this time. When Ntonda's back in, Bianca Meeks, Grace Peterson, Sydney Tedrow back in to give Reese Terwilliger a little bit of a break for Pierre. Again, you can't imagine that won't be terribly long. 4:28 left, fourth quarter. 56-50 Washington. Brooklyn Harp for the Warriors. Up top to Motley. Our Bauman Lumber player of the game after this one. There might be some deliberating on that. Left wing. Here comes a 3 by Meeks. The freshman put it off the rim. Barry with good hustle to gain that rebound for Pierre after it nearly got away from her. Down floor to Kaiser. Drive, but stopped by Ntonda. It's out of bounds. And it'll stay with Pierre, but Ntonda got her hand on that shot. 4:02 to play. Washington 56, Pierre 50. Left baseline. Barry to Kaiser. In the lane. A push before the shot on Washington. It's going to be their 17th. And Alexis Motley with arms outstretched saying, what did I do? And they said, you pushed her. Her third foul. Team foul number 7. Puts Pierre in the bonus for the remainder of the game. They've been good at the line today. They're 10 for 13. Kaiser is 2 for 2. Scored her first bucket of the second half a moment ago. The officials are deliberating for a moment. I don't know what about, but they were. Terwilliger and Dupree both come back in for Pierre. Sydney Tedrow and Lainey Stevens to Kirk Liebout's bench. Every free throw's huge now, midway through the fourth quarter exactly. Front end of the 1-and-1 for Kaiser. 2 out of 3 at the line today. She's good. She'll have the second. Washington 56, Pierre 51. Governor Basketball brought to you on KGFX by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Live Ticket, and Beck Motors. There's one more for Avery. This is off the back iron. And Bianca Meeks have the rebound for Washington. They're up 5, and they're in the front court. Ntonda on right wing for Peterson, who threw it a pass that was deflected by Kaiser out of bounds. Avery again with a hand of passing lane. Stay with Washington with 25 to shoot. Still 3:50 left in the fourth quarter. The Governor's defense has been stout today. Washington's had the one big run that's made the difference in this second half. Motley, right wing. It is Peterson. Swing it left side. Brooklyn Harp for a 3. That's off the brace of the rim and up for the rebound. Terwilliger can't quite hang on to it. It does end up in a held ball and pure possession. So Terwilliger does have the rebound, and it will stay with the Governors, but it does give Washington the arrow with 3:32 left. Washington 56, Pierre 51. We're glad you're with us. Our Bauman Lumber player of the game after this one. Lennox Dupree on right wing. Left-hand dribble to Kaiser up top. Lob, give and go, but Dupree wasn't ready for the pass and lost it out of bounds. And Washington will have it back. Now every possession is precious for Pierre. Down 5 with 3:18 left. 56-51 Washington. Ntonda to Motley, and she eases into the front court. Has Dupree waiting for her near the timeline. Ntonda, left wing for Grace Peterson, the freshman. Motley, left wing Peterson again for Brooklyn Harp. Baseline drive, past Kaiser, but not past Terwilliger. Made her miss the shot, but she gained her own rebound. Left wing, here's a 3 for Peterson. She's good. The freshman with what may have been the biggest bucket of the game for Washington. That puts them up now at 8 at 59-51 with 2:41 left. Kaiser, right baseline, little drop step, fading away and scores. Kaiser with 18. Governors have to score about every time now and stop. They're down 59-53 to Washington, 2:30 to go. Brooklyn Harp on the right corner. Kaiser cuts her off, handed it to Motley. Peterson, what a shot she just hit a moment ago. Has it on right wing for Motley in the right corner. Pass to Free, up against Kaiser and rolled it in. A tough shot for Motley, but it fell. 11 for Motley, and Washington head coach Jamie Parrish wants a 30-second Actegra timeout. We'll take that too. 2:14 left. Washington 61.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
And it's a bounce repeat to the point where time is running out on the Pierre Governors. Still 2:14 left. But they now trail Washington by 8, 61-53. 2 timeouts left for Washington, 3 for Pierre. 17 fouls on Washington, only 4 on Pierre. Again, it's not the one it was near the end of the game the other night, but you have to think that if shots can't start falling, Pierre will have to start fouling. Remember, this is a 59% foul shooting team. Kaiser left wing for Barry. Ryan's open for a 3 off the rim. Terwilliger's there with another good offensive rebound. Finds Price, right wing from 17, Banks, misses Dupree, tipped it off to Terwilliger, and then came to Brooklyn Hart, who has had a big day rebounding for Washington. 1:43 left. Now, that's my point. Pierre will only 4 team fouls, might have to start thinking about fouling and getting Washington to the line. 1:34 left. Kirk Bebout in the postgame the other night made the point about ball pressure. It may have to happen starting now. It's a pass to Wenentanda. Left lane line. Scores over Barry. And that may have done it once and for all for Washington. They're up now 10, 63-53 with 1:13 left. A big scare for the defending champs. But they have come through in the second half and now have their longest lead of the game with 1:05 left before they host O'Gorman in an enormous game on Monday. Lob for Terwilliger inside. She's fouled by Motley with 1 minute left. It's 4 on Motley. That's team foul number 8, but it's going to be 2 shots here for Terwilliger. It looks like it's not going to be enough, but the Pierre Governors proved today that they can play with the best teams in the state. They did it for a half. They led at the half against this Washington team. Hannah Harp is in. Claire Woods comes out for Washington. 1 more for Terwilliger. She goes for her 14th point. She is good. 63-55. Washington leads Pierre with a minute left. Into the front court. It's lobbed to Hannah Harp. Again, as we say, Pierre with only 4 team fouls, but they're not making a move to foul here as it's down to 49 seconds to play. Brooklyn Harp up top finds Thompson. Bounds on the left wing for Hannah Harp. And they're just playing keep away. Pierre's got to start fouling now, and Lennox Dupree does with 41 seconds to play, her second. But again, that's team foul number 5, and head coach Kirk Bebout of Pierre wants an Actegra timeout. Akers ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Special orders. Quality building materials and affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
Well, Pierre still with a couple of timeouts left, but only 41 seconds left, so time certainly is not on the Governor's side. And Washington has a fresh shot clock, and they may have been told, foul the first chance you can, but Washington's playing keep away. Thompson in the corner, down low for Harpin, knocked over by Dupree with a good shoulder check. She made sure she knew she committed the foul there. Her second. Barry out. Stevens in. 35.1 left. That was the last foul Pierre had to give. Team foul number 6. So Elise Christopherson in for the fence for Remington Price. And you know what the Governors will have to do the first chance they have again, and that's foul. Motley looking for someone open, and the inbound deflected, but still came to Thompson. Blocked from behind by Dupree. Governors want to run. 30 seconds left. Left wing. It's a 3 coming for Stevens. It's good. It's a 5-point game. 26 seconds left. Kurt Bebout wants another Ag-Tech timeout. We'll take 30. Don't go anywhere yet. Here's 63, Washington 63, Pierre 58 with 26 seconds left. And we're back in 30 seconds on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
If you're looking, we hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
When Intombi inbounds to Brooklyn Hart, Stevens does foul her. A little more than a second went off. 24.9 left, but that is team foul number 7. And the second on Laney, but it puts Washington into the bonus. They're 3 out of 5. Washington is at the line today. 60%. They were 59% for the season coming in. Remington Price back in for Elise Christopherson. So it is Claire Woods. She's at the line, and she's only 1 out of 5, and she missed it, but the rebound is run down by Motley, and she is fouled. Again, that excellent rebounding guard, Alexis Motley, comes up with another huge board. Avery Kaiser with this foul. That's the first on Avery. And now Motley will head to the line. She has all 3 of the made free throws here for Washington. Front end of the 1-and-1, she hit this one. 64-58 Washington, 22.9 left. It's not impossible for Pierre. It's fairly improbable. There's still a glimmer of a chance, but the second one's good, too, for Motley, you know, as 13. 65-58 Washington. Pierre has to hustle. 20 seconds to go. Price, left wing for Kaiser. Head fake into the lane. One-hand runner, off the rim, rebounded. Hannah Harp. That might have been the last stand for the Governors. Came to Motley, and she lost it out of bounds, but there are only 7.6 seconds to play in the game. So Pierre, and they gave it all they had today. They're going to come up short against this excellent Washington team. Price will have one more look at it, finds Dupree for a 3 at the buzzer that misses. And after a mighty scare, the Washington Warriors escape Pierre. After beating the Governors at home by 50 a year ago, Pierre had a 10-point second quarter lead today, but Washington with big runs and first in the third quarter to take the lead, and then another in the fourth quarter to pull away, and they hold off the Governors. Final score on the Wagner Auto scoreboard at the Ringside Gym. The Washington Warriors 65, the Pierre Governors 58. Washington improves to 6-0, keeps their long winning streak going. Pierre now at 2-4. They dropped their last 2. It's the Wagner Auto scoreboard. Wagner Auto, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer. They've been in Pierre since 1907. Stay tuned for our postgame, and it'll include our Bauman Lumber player of the game. We'll look at the numbers. And we'll visit with Governors head coach Kirk Bebout. Governors leave the floor with their heads up. They wanted a win. They certainly had a chance for one in what would have been the biggest upset in AA girls basketball this season. But Washington, the excellent team they are, proved it again today with a good comeback in the second half. 65-58, Washington beats Pierre. We'll get our postgame going in 3 minutes on the official voice of Pierre Governor basketball, 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino from the App Store or Google Play. It only takes a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
Did you put more on that high-interest credit card this holiday season than you expected? Why not transfer that balance onto an Owyhee Federal Credit Union credit card with a fixed rate of 9.9% APR, no balance transfer fees, and no annual fees? How could you go wrong? Stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bankwest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bankwest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bankwest. Bankwest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Jody from Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. Now is the time to take advantage of our refinance program with rates as low as 2.49%, plus no payments for 90 days. Give me a call at 224-4844 or stop up and meet the new friendly faces at our new location on North Garfield Avenue next to the Northridge Plaza. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Lynn's Dakota Mart Sporting Goods in the lower level of the store is the place hunters and fishermen have chosen for years. The knowledgeable staff can help you with hunting and fishing gear, bait, and the latest info. Plus, they carry a full line of name brand clothing and footwear like Columbia, Outdoor Research, and Adidas. You can grab your grocery items, ice, pastries, and don't forget the Caribou Coffee Station. Head to the one place outdoorsmen have gone for years, the Sporting Goods Department at Lynn's Dakota Mart, conveniently located in downtown Pierre.
This Governor's Sports Moment is brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates in Pierre. The greatest seasons ever for Governor Boys track and field were 2006 through 08. Jeff Gross coached the Governor Boys to 3 straight state championships, a first in school history. Many athletes contributed, but Matt Tetzlaff stood out. He won the 110 hurdles championship all 3 of those seasons and the 300 hurdles titles in 07 and 08. The 2006 through 08 Governor Boys track and field teams, 3 of Pierre's finest. This Governor's Sports Moment presented by Fisher Rounds and Associates in Pierre.
Our first game from the Briggside Gym after the Pierre Governors put a mighty scare into the defending champs and top-ranked Washington Warriors, who at one point in the second quarter found themselves down by 10 points and were still down at halftime and down in the third quarter by 6. But then a big run. They put together a 10-0 run. They put together another run in the fourth quarter and an incredible shooting second half by the Washington Warriors, as we'll detail in a moment. And the top-ranked team, ahead of their showdown game with O'Gorman at home on Monday, escapes Pierre with a 65-58 victory. The Governors, no, they didn't want to lose. They're not going to be happy with a loss. I know that, and I understand that, and I'm sure when Kirk Bebout comes up to visit with us in a few minutes, he'll say the very same thing. But this has got to be encouraging again. A tough thing to say, I know, after 2 tough losses in a row, especially Tuesday night's game, but the Governors, again, playing very well. But, you know, what are you going to do when a team shoots so well? It wasn't that Pierre played a poor defensive game today. I don't think they did, but it is a tough matchup for this team. Let me tell you about what Washington did first before we go into any of the other numbers. They shot 61% for the game
Washington, in the second half of this game, shot 68%. They were 15 of 22 in the second half. This was after they were 12 of 22 in the first half. In fact, in the third quarter, when the Warriors came back with that big run to take the lead once and for all, they had 10 of 12 shooting in the third quarter of this game. So there was the difference. And they had 3 in double figures. Jacqueline Winnentonda, limited to 6 points in the first half. Well, the superb player she is and will be in the future in the Big 12 and then in the SEC for Vic Schaefer at the University of Texas, she had 17 points today, 11 in the second half. Alexis Motley, what a game she had. 13 points, 5 big rebounds, some steals, too, for her really tough guard. Taylor Thompson was part of the reason that Washington came back in the third quarter. She hit 3 threes. That accounted for all 9 of her third quarter points. She ended with 11 and also 7 rebounds and a double-double for Brooklyn Harp in the post. 10 points, 12 rebounds for Brooklyn. Bianca Meeks had 4 points. Shaylin Fink with 4. Grace Peterson with 3. And Hannah Harp with 3 for the Washington Warriors. For Pierre, Avery Kaiser was just everywhere today. They must have thought Washington did. There were 4 different players wearing a number 21 jersey, but Kaiser had 18, several steals. She also had 5 rebounds. Remington Price, another big day shooting threes. She had 4 of them. She had 16, now up to 118 in her career. And Reese Terwilliger, again, did the job in the post. She was having to go against Winnentonda a lot of the day today, against Thompson and Brooklyn Harp other times. But, boy, Reese did more than hold her own. 14 points today for the sophomore. Lainey Stevens had 6 points on 2 fourth-quarter three-pointers off the Governor bench. Sydney Tedrow with a couple of buckets off the bench. She had 4. Again, Washington ended up shooting 61% for the game today on 27 of 44, 6 of 15 on threes, 5 of 8 at the line. Pierre, 48%, one of their better shooting games really since the middle of last year. 7 of 19 on threes, good at the line, 13 for 17. They've been really steady at the line this year. Rebounding advantage, well, it's just going to happen with the way Washington is. They certainly have the advantage with the length all over the floor, and they out-rebounded Pierre by our count by a margin of 31-17. Each team with 17 turnovers in this game today. But for Pierre, no, I get it. They certainly wanted to win. They're not going to be happy coming away from here with a loss because there certainly was the opportunity for them to win this game. But a lot of good to take from it, no doubt, for head coach Kirk Bebout and his team. And Kirk joins us now. No, you wanted to win. I get it. But your team proved a lot of things today against the best girls basketball team in South Dakota.
Yeah, they're probably one of the best teams in the tri-state, four-state area. I mean, there's as good as anybody around. I mean, like, it's one of those things where you can't get too high or too low on things. Like, we can literally obviously play with anybody, but we can also literally lose to anybody. So we're just a young and growing team, and I think they're happy in the sense that they saw their work and where they're progressing towards. But I mean, end of the day, it's like one of these times they're going to break through. You keep doing the work, you stay with it, and it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when.
I want to go back to the point that you made with me at the end of our pregame visit today, and that was move the ball. Move the ball. You knew you had to move the ball or they'd reach in and pounce, and there were a few times that they did. But generally, how do you think your team did with that today?
Well, I knew we were going to have to score points because they're a team that, I mean, they're so gifted offensively that they have all these girls that are looking to score, and they got a Division I college basketball. I mean, like, they're going to score some points no matter what you do, even though I thought we did a great job defensively. So, like, for us, we need to kind of develop the same thing. Like, we're trying to get to this level, and to do that, you got to have 5 girls on the floor all the time that are always threats, and feel like they're threats, and actually are threats. And I thought tonight, we didn't care where the shots are coming from. Kept moving the ball, kept working together. The number one goal is just to get a good shot every single time, and that's what we talk about all the time. And I think we're progressing in that way. And like I said, it's it's one of those things where we got to keep doing it. We got to keep getting better. We got to take this and see the positives in it and just know that it comes from hard work, and we got to keep getting better and moving forward with it.
We must be getting to know each other pretty well, because you just read my mind about the next question I was going to ask, and that's about selecting shots. And I thought that improved last year as the season went along. And I think this year, and I think you showed it again today, I talk occasionally about, and coaches will too, passing up a good shot for a better one. And it seems like your team's doing that more and more.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's been part of the building process. I mean, we've come a long way since that first weekend, and I knew we had a long ways to go when we were playing those first games, and I knew it was going to be a learning process. And so I think we've come a long way in that shot selection process and just what we're after in offense. I mean, it went from, shooting almost exclusively threes, and then figuring out, well, we got to get some inside touches, and then figuring out, okay, now we're getting inside touches. Now it's a matter of everyone's a threat, so I think we're figuring out they're gelling, and that they're figuring out each other's talents and the things that we're after in offense, and they're growing in their unselfishness and willingness to do that. And it's, I'll tell anybody that asks, I mean, I think this is a really special group, and it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and you just got to, stay the course and, keep your sights on the down the road a little bit. But I mean, obviously we want to win every single game and keep getting better. But this, I mean, I fully believe this is a state team hopefully this year, and they're just going to keep getting better and better and better, and they're going to be talked about like those Washington teams talk about, I think.
How about the game Avery Kaiser played today? 18 points. I didn't keep track of steals, but it must have been 5 or 6. Washington must have felt in the first half, hey, how many of number 21 are there? This may have been the best game she's played as a captain.
I mean, thanks for saying that, and I've told the girls this many times. I've told them after a game, I have no idea who scored what or who did what scoring-wise. I had no idea she had 18. I had zero idea. I just know that there's very few teams that have players that can play in the high post, make good decisions, score, shoot from there, good passer, athletic, good rebounder, and we're lucky to have one. And Avery is as talented as it gets, and she plays a lot in that. She's a high-low player for us, and she can shoot it. She can get inside. She's athletic enough to take the ball to the basket, and she's a really good passer and rebounder. So, yeah, I mean, no doubt about it. Good, I'm happy for her.
But the other thing was she just kept bothering, especially in the first half. She would get in the way of passes. She would prevent them from making passes. The defensive part of her, and that's the way she plays. I mean, she gives everything on every play, and the defensive part of her game has always been there, I've thought, but I thought it really shone today.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. I think she deserves a lot of credit for that, and I'll have to make sure I follow up on that and tell her myself. So, yeah, she did really get some ball pressure and cause some problems for them. And we talk about Washington and why they're so tough. They're so long and athletic. Avery's that's our girl that fits in that mold, and that kind of gives us that dynamic that you really have to have. So, yeah, like I said, congrats to Ave, and keep growing from here.
And that is for her. And I know it's a long way away, because this is when it would happen. But I'll bet you would love to play this team again.
I would probably cut off my left arm literally to just have it. I mean, state tournament is such a beautiful thing, and I just want to experience that with these girls. But you're right. It's way far down the road. It's about getting better every day, and the whole regular season is to try to put yourself in the best position possible in order to do that. And part of that is you got to be playing your best basketball at the end. So we just got to make sure that we're continually trying to get better.
I'm looking forward to Tuesday, because you're going to have a different kind of a test. You had Lakota Tech in here last year, and obviously they don't have the size that Washington has, but they're going to present some challenges for you, won't they?
Oh my gosh, they're top 5A team. I mean, yeah, they I think they started out by beating, I forgot who it was, but they won a game by like 60. That was, and the team they beat was not even that bad of a team. So, I mean, it's just such a grind. I mean, every single, we got one practice to get ready for them, so that's why you can't get too high or too low. You take them as they come, and you keep your positive attitude, and you'll get what's coming to you eventually. So hopefully Tuesday we can find a way. But win or lose, we're every single time it's how can we grow, how can we get better, make sure we're sticking together, and then if we can do that, the world gives back to you. We'll end up where we want to be.
No, not a win. It's what the Governors wanted. But Kirk Bebout just used the word, a lot of positive today in this game against the Washington Warriors. Thank you, sir, and we'll see you again on Tuesday night. Thanks for coming. All right, you do a great job. Hey, I wanted to say one thing real quick. Yes, sir. My mom always listens on the radio, and I want to say hi to her. She's a huge supporter, and she always talks about how much she loves listening to you on the radio, so I just wanted to bring that up. What is her name? Marianne. Marianne, thank you, and it's a labor of love for us, and you got a good son. Thank you, buddy. All right. Kurt Bebop, Pierre Governors, as his team fell short today, but put an effort you can't quarrel with, losing to the Washington Warriors by a score of 65-58 here at the Rigside Gym. Okay, how about that Bauman Lumber player of the game? Boy, there were a whole lot that could have had it. We told you there were 7 players that scored in double figures and a whole lot of players who did a lot of good. But I think we may have dropped a bit of a hint about who it's going to be. We got to make it official and hear from Bauman Lumber first. We'll name our player of the game in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
Hey, it's the old top Gator here with Gators Pizza Pasta Subs in the Northridge Plaza. Gators is proud to be part of the Pierre Fort Pier DoorDash delivery family. That's right, now you have a 4th way to get and enjoy your favorite flavors of Gators. Gators has dine-in, carry-out, curbside pickup, and now delivery right to your front door with DoorDash. Simply download the DoorDash app on your mobile device and order Gators. Gators DoorDash menu pricing has not been increased compared to your in-store purchases. Gators Pizza Pasta Subs in the Northridge Plaza.
Gotta go to Gators Pizza Pasta Subs.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials and affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762. A lot of choices, a lot of possibilities for a Bauman Lumber player of the game today. When in Tonda, it's been a privilege to watch her play for 2 seasons. Matter of fact, one of my very best friends does play-by-play for the University of Texas, and he knows about Jacqueline Wenentonda, and he has told me he's looking forward to watching her play, too. She had 17 today. Motley was terrific. Brooklyn Hart, Taylor Thompson, the big threes. Remy was Remy with a 4-3. Terwilliger's so good inside. But it will be Avery Kaiser. 18, and again, had to be 5 steals, 5 rebounds, and just all over this floor. I know one person in that locker room that isn't going to be satisfied seeing what the scoreboard said, and that's Avery Kaiser. Avery just, when things don't go her way, well, yeah, she lets you know about it, but it's not because of her. It's not because of a bad attitude at all. It's because she wants to do everything well all the time. And as I said with Coach Bebop, this may have been Abe's best game as a Governor today with 18. She is our Bauman Lumber player of the game. As the Governors have head coach Jamie Parrish and his team leaving here knowing they've had a battle. And remember, they go home, but they get O'Gorman. And you talk to anybody who will listen, and they'll say that the favorites in Double-A this year are Washington, O'Gorman, and probably Brandon Valley. We'll see what it's like. That state tournament's still quite a while away, but a big game between Washington and O'Gorman on Monday. The schedule changed a little bit. Let's look at the scoreboard before we go. In girls basketball today, Rapid City Central, after losing last night to that pretty good Jefferson team, came back and beat Sioux Falls Roosevelt today 56-47. And Rapid City Stevens defeated Jefferson today in Sioux Falls. That final was 48-27. Lincoln Patriots, and we mentioned in the pregame, 4-3 doesn't tell you everything about that. That's a good basketball team. And they beat Aberdeen Central today 55-40. And it just may be a rebuilding year for the Golden Eagles. Harrisburg, in their first game in the ESD, what a game this was. At home, they knocked off Huron, but it took overtime, 53-49. The Tigers win today. That is the Double-A girls scoreboard on this Saturday. Stanley County girls were in action today in Redfield, taking on Esteline Hendricks. The Buffaloes fell by a score of 49-37
26-28. They will host Lyman at Parkview Auditorium on Thursday night. We'll have that for you here on KGFX starting at around 7:30. Other Central South Dakota girls schools in action. Woolbridge Pollock defeated Teospazina today, 68-23 in girls play. Flat Gaddis over Groton area. That final was 48-27 earlier today. And also it was Lower Brule. What a game this must have been at the Corn Palace. They held off Kimball White Lake in overtime, 53-51. Kadoka area over Cologne. That final was 63-18. For the Governor boys, a second tough day in a row after losing by 23 at home on Thursday night to Lincoln. They fell again today, this time by 20 to the Washington Warriors in Sioux Falls, 64-44. Jackson Edmond did have 18 for the Governors today. The Lincoln Keenholes was held to only 9, and after winning their first 4, the Governor boys have now dropped their last 2. Top-ranked Sioux Falls Roosevelt keeps rolling. The Rough Riders over Rapid City Central today at home, 77-30. Aberdeen Central holds off Lincoln in Sioux Falls, 64-63. Harrisburg wins at home over Huron, 67-53. Sioux Falls Jefferson was leading Rapid City Stevens late in the game. Last score we had 51-40, and Sturgis will play St. Thomas More in Rapid City tonight. That is the boys' scoreboard. So again, looking ahead to what's ahead for the Governor girls, as we mentioned with Coach Bebout, it's the Lakota Tech Tatanka here at the Riggs High Gym. Again, a ranked team, a very good team in Class A. The Governors will get tested again Tuesday night. We'll have it for you here on 1060 103.1 KGFX and at the KGFX page of the DRG News app and at drgnews.com at 6:30 Tuesday evening. Then Friday night, the Governors head to Mitchell to the Corn Palace to take on the struggling Colonels. That'll be on River 92.7 on Friday evening, and that'll be at 6:30. Next for the Governor boys, it's just not going to get any easier. After these 2 losses, they'll take on one of the best boys teams in Class A, the Winter Warriors, and they'll have to do so on the Warriors' home floor on Tuesday night. That'll be on River 92.7 and around 7:15 with Brian. And then after that, the Governor boys have their next action following that on Thursday evening here at the Riggs High Gym, as they'll take on the Mitchell Colonels, off to their best start in a while with their young head coach, and excellent play all around by the Colonels. That's at 6:30 on River 92.7 here on Thursday. Friday night, wrestling here at the Riggs High Gym, big double duel, as both Huron and Watertown will come in. Watertown, of course, is the big one that night. Double duel for both of the Governor teams. Coverage on 1060 103.1 KGFX. Actually, that's a late afternoon start. 4:30 for you right here on Friday. And again, a reminder that starting Thursday, going through next Saturday, full coverage of the Jones County Invitational Boys Basketball Tournament on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO. That begins at 12:45 on Thursday. Again, a reminder, you can go to each individual station page at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com for the complete schedules. Governor Basketball on KGFX is brought to you by Ferding Electric and also by Rinky Gray Wealth Management, the May Adam Law Firm, and by Wagner Auto. So the Governors girls, 2 in a row, 2 games that could have been wins. And boy, what a scare they put into the best team in this state today. But Washington showing why they're the best team. They certainly did in the second half and came back. Our thanks to Athletic Director Brian Mosier here in Pierre. Thanks also to our studio coordinator, Trinity Pearson. A reminder again, you can catch today's game and all of the others at the respective station pages. This game, of course, at the KGFX page of the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. I'm David Burrell. Pierre Governors played the Washington Warriors, the defending champs, off their feet, up by as many as 10 in the first half. But the Warriors, another state championship caliber team, showed why in the second half, came back, held off Pierre. The final score one more time on the Wagner Auto scoreboard was Washington 65, Pierre 58. ABC News next, then Classic Country to take you through your Saturday night. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and good evening from the corner of Broadway in Washington.
Pierre Governor basketball on 1060 AM and 103.1 FM KGFX has been brought to you by
Bankwest, Lynn's Dakota Mart, Fisher Rounds and Associates, First Dakota National Bank, the May Adam Law Firm, and the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Governor basketball is brought to you by
Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Dairy Queen, Live Ticket, Overhead Door, Ranky Gray Wealth Management, Avera Orthopedics, Gateway Ford, Lincoln Toyota, and Kruger Contracting.
And Governor basketball is brought to you in part by
Oahe Federal Credit Union, TMA, Adventerra, Kathy's Sun and Shine Properties, Gators Pizza, Pasta and Subs, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Bauman Lumber, Lariat Lanes, Wagner Auto, Capital City Campus, the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, Birding Electric, and Venture Communications.
These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor basketball.
Becky Potts of State Farm Insurance, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Montana Dakota Utilities, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, Lynn's Dakota Mart of Fort Pierre, AgTegra, CHS River Plains, Bauman Lumber, and Wagner Auto.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the official voice of the Pierre Governors, DRG Media Group Sports.